Hey everyone, welcome to another IGL Finals. Today we've got Lobo versus Papu. Lobo's playing Nomads and Papu is playing Hassassins List. I'm joined by Panda on Skype. Hey Panda.
Hello Hedgehog and good evening everyone. Or morning,
yeah.
whichever time.
Morning, evening, whatever time. Hopefully this will be a good game. What's the mission again for this one?
The mission is frontline, so I think currently they are picking classifieds.
Yeah, so they're on the pre-game at the moment, just doing classifieds and things like that. We'll obviously talk through lists and things as and when deployment starts, but until then, I guess we should start talking a little bit about the matchup and the mission.
Yes, so this is a map we already saw, I think, in IGL Season 1.
Yes, that's right,
if I remember correctly. So it's a Hall of Fame map that we picked again for Season 4. I think this map was originally designed for some other mission, but I just played on this yesterday, my IGL game, and it's a great map, a beautiful map, designed by Honor, I think.
Yeah, it's really nice. So one of the interesting things about Frontline is that it's reasonably second turn favoured. Not massively, but to a little extent it is, because it scores at the end of the game. So obviously the second turn gets the last move of the game. But both of these armies, Nomads and Hassassins List, have really strong turn ones. Nomads from the Uberfull Commando and Hassassins List from Fides. So it'll be really interesting to see whether one of them goes immediately for turn 1 for the Alpha Strike or for turn 2 for the mission. I'd be curious.
Yeah, I'm also really curious about that. because they both can punch really hard on the first turn. And yeah, depending on their lists, they both might be a bit vulnerable to alpha strikes.
Yeah,
of course,
absolutely.
Depends, like how many Daylamis Hassassins have and what kind of defense Nomads have.
Yeah, I think it depends on the lists a lot, doesn't it? Because we could see like a very, very strong Alpha Strike list from either side, or we could see a bit more of a paired back, like conservative, reactive list.
Yes, exactly. And also one interesting thing about the initiative is also that, at least in my opinion, this red side is better. So this is a mission that favors the one going second, and I think one of the sides is also quite clearly better. Just,
what do you like about red side particularly?
First of all, there's a pretty nice big house in this center of the deployment zone that you can put your valuable pieces there, and it's quite easy to defend. It's not that easy to get there. And then you have nice diagonal fire lanes from the corners of the deployment zone that can cover the approach to the building in the center.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, you've got that really nice 3-story building right in the middle of the red deployment zone. In between seasons, we actually added to the blue deployment zone and put one house in the middle, but it's not quite as good. So you're right. I think red is still the favored side.
Yeah. And I guess in this matchup, we are not going to see that many arrows standing up in Overwatch.
Yeah, it's unlikely. I guess we'll have to see, but it's unlikely, isn't it? Knowing typically.
Yeah, neither of these. I mean, Nomads can have a TR bot, and well, Hassassins obviously have Daylamis.
Yeah.
But they are not these classical strong arrow pieces that try to overwatch the whole field.
No. You're right. Well, I think we're going into deployment now, so we will see. So I'm just going to change to the deployment setting, and yeah, like good luck, and let's see what the game brings. Any background noise you can hear is the players. They are in the background. And that's there just so that I kind of have a running commentary of like what's going on a little bit.
Yeah, so currently they're rolling the Intelcom roll.
So I have to declare first. I will be using Intelcom.
In all your classifieds?
No, just one.
Just one.
Is there any way that you could turn yourself up a little bit, Panda, or your mic up or anything like that?
No, sorry, I was just like listening what the players are saying. So Lobo is indeed using the Intelcom card, using one.
Okay, so he swapped out a classified for Intelcom.
Yes, and I think that's a pretty common choice because you have 4 classifieds.
Yeah.
You almost always have one classified at least, and it's quite hard to achieve. Of course, you only need to complete like 2 classifieds and then you set your HVT, and you have 3 classifieds.
Yeah.
And you might even get one of those classifieds that you can get an extra point with.
Yeah. It looks like Papu's put a classified in as well.
Yeah.
I think. Sure. Sorry, I was just saying before this, Panda, is there any way that you can turn yourself up, like your mic up a little bit or anything like that? I think I have you at max.
Not actually sure. I have to check my Skype settings.
Yeah.
Cool. We have Nomads deploying first, by the looks of things.
This table is so good for Nomads.
It's not bad.
I would guess that therefore means that they're probably playing first, and we've got Hassassins deploying second.
If I wouldn't be playing Nomads,
Yeah.
playing
Is my voice better now?
Ariana would be even worse. Yeah. Nothing to stop the bear.
Can you hear me at the moment?
I am spending command token, but I'm holding.
I'm not exactly sure how to adjust my microphone
So
settings.
let's start going through the lists a little bit and just seeing what's going on. We have the Monster Trucker on the Nomad side, so that's a nice cheap engineer.
Coming with the big time inside.
Moderator in the building. Possible lieutenant choice. Let's just see.
Yeah, there are probably 2 moderators. Yeah, there's another one behind the rock.
Oh, okay, and we've got another moderator over here, so it's very likely that Lobo is playing 2 moderators, of which one of them will be a fake lieutenant and the other one will be the real one.
I hate 3D models. They lag.
Yeah.
And 2.
We've got the flashball spot covering here,
Where they're not correct.
and then I guess he's just deciding where to put the Uberfall Commando, which will most likely be his turn 1 play, if I had to guess.
Just one possible turn 1 play, but Nomads do have many possible options for turn 1. So they could also go with puppet bots or then go with some hacking as well. Yeah, it's funny that Lobo's lieutenant and decoy and the flashball spot are exactly in the same positions where I had my lieutenant decoy.
Hey everyone, I'm just having some audio issues at the moment. The stream's obviously still going ahead, but I just need to fix my output because I can't hear Panda. It's being very, very irritating. It is really frustrating.
Over here, so. Put it right there.
That's better. That's better. Okay, so I think I fixed that. I'm going to just try fixing Skype. Isn't it fun when everything breaks? Hey!
Hey,
sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it was just on my end. It doesn't like it when I change my audio settings.
All right.
Sorry, I'd completely missed you. So going back to deployment, I guess. Did you have anything to say?
Slightly too big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the audience already heard what I said, but yeah, it was funny that Lobo's lieutenant decoy and the flashball spot are exactly in the same place where my lieutenant, my decoy, and flashball were in my yesterday's game.
That's funny. Yeah, I think it's a really nice spot over here. On the left, it's quite defensible.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think of Lobo's list, like, now that he's getting it out? It seems pretty strong, quite standard for Nomads.
Yeah, it's quite standard for Nomads, which is obviously really strong. And there's, of course, the missile bot as well, and Jazz as a hacker.
Yeah.
Currently, I don't see any more hackers, but
no,
still has some models off the table.
Yes, it certainly seems light on hacking, from what I can see. But you're right, he has some models off the table, so
yeah.
We'll see.
Then there's the reaction zone, which is deployed quite aggressively.
Yeah.
Top there, but he has a Monstrucker and the zone bot.
He does.
And so if the reaction zone goes unconscious, it just drops prone, and Lobo can easily get it back up with the Monstrucker.
Yeah, I actually really like this take. I know that for this season of IGL, Lobo actually only submitted one list, so I think that reaction zone's really nice tech against Ariadne and things. Like if you run into bears, obviously the total reaction helps a lot because they only get 1 dice on their dodges and stuff.
Yeah. It's good against everything because, I mean, there are tags and other good shooters who can shoot it down, but it will always slow down the opponent.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we see a lot of warbands at the moment, don't we? You know, things like bears, Varangians, stuff like that. And like Weight of Fire with HMGs is a really nice way of addressing warbands. Even those motorized bounty hunters, right? They'll probably struggle a little bit against a TL bot if it's placed well.
Yeah, it's almost like 50-50 odds when they're both. It's just a Red Fury Bounty Hunter. I mean, the Red Fury Bounty Hunter has slightly better odds.
Yeah. Did you catch who's going first or second? I guess that the Nomads are going first, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I believe Nomads is going first. I didn't catch it, but I don't really see why Papu would elect to go second, and I'm going to go first.
It seems like a reasonable guess.
Yeah.
So what else do we have in the list? So he's moved the reactions on over to the side.
Yeah, he put Billy in the same place with his fast pulse, which is, I think, a reasonable choice because Billy is quite well hidden behind those boxes.
Yeah.
But it still has the long fire lane almost across the table.
Yes, yeah. Billy's a really nice disposable piece as well, actually. Yeah. We've got the Morans set up at the midfield, one of them up on the upper level, so it's going to be very difficult to get to. The other one on the ground here. And what else do we have? Missile launcher hiding at the back makes sense. No worries there.
And actually, the missile launcher, if it stays standing up, it also has a really long fire lane.
It does. It does.
Like almost across the whole table. I don't know if Lobo wants to have it like that or if it will go prone.
Yeah, I think it has a couple of options because it could kind of pop up and shoot all the way across to blue deployment. Or it could even move slightly and see all the way across its own deployment just in case something terrible happens and he needs to take advantage of that fire lane across red side. So that's interesting. Doesn't really seem like he's placed any aggressive pieces yet from what I can see. No. 2 puppet bots.
If you know Nomad lists well, then you can probably guess that there is most certainly Zally coming from the reserve.
It seems likely, doesn't it? What he's placed on the board so far is very, very sparse. There's not a lot of points on that board. I wonder if these puppets are staying where they are now, or if they're going to move.
Alright, I need to roll metachemistry.
Is this camo like 0 or?
Yeah, if they're prone there, they're pretty well hidden. Unless if you can see below the stairs, I don't know how they are going to play that.
Not sure.
But if you cannot see under the stairs, then
they're okay there,
and they can advance quite fast.
Yes.
And this is basically great design in Nomad List that well, I'm gonna assume that there is Sally coming from reserve. So whatever arrows Papu will have standing up, Sally can quite easily handle them. And I guess usually Sally is in the second group, providing
it's likely.
kind of like fire support and shooting down those arrows, and then you have your whole first group, which can attack quite efficiently. So in the first group, there are the puppet bots,
the
Uberfall commando, and then of course if Lobo managed to get a repeater next to Papu's important models, then he also has to meet Salbot and Jazz.
No, I don't think.
Yeah, we were talking about this the other day in one of the chats that Nomads lists have so many vectors to strike from, right? You've got the smart missile launcher, you've got the puppet bots, you've got the Uberfall commando, and you've got the Salamandra in a lot of lists as well. And even a humble Morlock, right, with the EMCCW can be a pain on turn 1. So Lobo has a lot of options for first turn.
It's going to be really difficult to defend against all of those attack vectors.
It is.
Who's this pro marker?
But he's obviously going to need it because this is a slightly second turn favoured mission. So he does need to get something done.
Yeah. But even though this does favor the person going second, you still need to have enough points on the table that you can actually contest those zones, and enough orders to do that as well. So if you're much behind in points and orders, the second turn is not going to matter.
Yeah. This is very much a mission where the first player can capitalize on playing first, 100%.
Yeah. One thing that is interesting is it looks that Lobo indeed has only one hacker.
Yeah, it does seem that way. It doesn't.
So, and I think there's like normally with Nomads, there's quite a lot depending on the hacking. So there, the Morans are in the midfield. There's the missile bot, and if Papu somehow is able to kill Jazz, and Lobo doesn't have any other hackers, that takes a huge element away from Lobo's game.
It does. So we've got Jazz here right in the middle of the board, in Lobo's deployment zone, not really in cover. And obviously we know that he is against Assassin Baram. There's probably going to be a Fide. So we're going to see how that turns out. And no second hacker that we can see.
Yeah, it's always a bit risky if you have only one hacker and relying a lot on hacking. But then again, he's going to have puppet bots and Uberfall commando and most probably Sally. So even if the hacking is gone, it's still plenty of things Lobo can do.
Yeah, I think this list is perhaps a bit greedier on guns than your normal Nomad list, and perhaps less greedy on the hacking, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess one like common difference that you can see in Nomad list is that there's no reaction Sean, but there's a second hacker.
Yes, yeah.
Or there's also this camo marker, which we don't know.
Is it a camo -3?
Yeah, it's a normal camo.
And it's not infiltrated. I would guess that's a heckler, if I had to guess.
Yeah, it's forward deployment.
Yeah.
But the way it's deployed, it's only 4 inches.
Yeah.
So that could be a heckler. But yeah, one thing that I'm wondering is that, I mean, Papu is probably going to have Fides in his list.
Very
likely. One thing he could try is to just roll the whip roll and put Fide next to Jazz.
Yes.
So if Jazz wants to,
I think he's going to move Jazz. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, Papu can still put Fide next to Jazz, and that prevents Jazz from hacking, or otherwise Jazz will take a light shotgun template.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm just not a massive fan of this Jazz placement, but because all that Papu needs to do, is come through this doorway here and let her just walk around and can shoot Jazz, even if he doesn't want to roll the whip on the Fide. It's still a matter of 2 orders to get to Jazz.
Yeah, and it's also really close to the Puppet Master, so...
Yeah, that's rough.
Other thing that Papu could do is just put Fide somewhere close, not seeing Chaz yet, and then let Lobo deal with the Fide in his turn.
The worst thing as well would be if he gets an angle on them with the mines Fide, put a mine down first, right, and then go for templates or something. That would be really nasty. What do you think about improving Jazz's position? Would you have liked to have seen her perhaps in the building somewhere or secured a bit better by maybe the TR bot or something like that?
Well, I think in general, Jazz's position is fine. The only problem I see is that it's right next to the Puppet Master, so there are two great targets next to each other.
Yeah.
So maybe I would switch the position with Monstrucker.
Yeah, so it's on the other side.
That is still a pretty good hiding spot. The only thing that can easily get there are Fides.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There's, of course, it's possible to approach from the left side of the field, but there's Billy, who has Flash Pulse, EM Mines, and is a repeater, so it's going to be hard to go past Billy.
Yes. Oh, sorry, I didn't respond, but yeah, that Morlock has climbing plus on the far right here. Don't know how helpful that is, but sure. I think we're starting to see the Hassassins deployment, so let's switch on over to here and have a look at what's being pulled out.
So there's Mui HRL, which is really aggressively.
That's a very aggressive placement for
basically
the rocket.
Watching almost the whole field.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the problem with that is that if Lobo has Sally, it's gonna have burst 5.
Yes.
And zero range because HRM basically doesn't have -3 range.
Yeah, the magnetic cannon has better range bands, doesn't it?
The Muib has X-Visor, so it's also going to be...
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Also going to be zero range, so the Muib is rolling twice on 16, Sally is rolling 5 times on 14s, and if Sally hits even once, the Muib is probably gone.
Yes.
Because it doesn't have shock immunity.
Moibs don't have shock immunity. Yeah, that's the thing.
Sally can quite easily survive the HRL shot.
Yeah, it's not gonna be too daunting to Sally.
Yeah.
One thing I would say is the Moib does have cover, right? Most likely has cover. So
yeah. Oh yeah, it's true. It's actually Moib will be on 13s and Sally
on 11s, which 5 dice on 11s versus 2 on 13s. It's not great either way, really. The problem here is that the Moib is going to struggle to hurt a Salamandra, whereas a Salamandra will kill a Moib quite easily. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yes, of course, with continuous damage, there's always a chance that you can get incredibly lucky and destroy the Sally, but that's... Like, I would not like to rely on luck.
There's always a chance. There is always a chance. So, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've actually got 6 people here, right? So I think what Papu is planning is to have the Moib last a couple of orders, die, and then he's going to reform a new 5-man fire team, I think. Because notice how he's put 6 people here, so there's a spare. There's a spare person. I think that's the plan.
Yeah, by the way, can link teams be formed in reactive turn or only in the active turn?
I am the wrong person to ask fire team questions, to be perfectly honest with you. I do not play sectorials.
Yeah, does Persan know? Is Persan with us?
I don't think Persan is in the call yet.
Okay, Persan
I'm sure someone on chat
in TTS.
Correct us.
Can you get Persan with us if he's available?
He just sent a message saying he's not available yet.
Okay.
He's still with his kids.
All right. And there's the missile bot for Papu as well, so they're both going to have missiles. And
this is going to be funny.
I think Papu has 2 hackers, 2 buried, so there is buried killer hacker and buried normal hacker.
Yeah, so we've got killer hacker back here and a normal hacker here. This is actually going to be a really interesting matchup. Interesting matchup.
Yeah, I think hacking can play an important role in this game.
Baggage bot goes down instead.
So Lobo basically has a better hacker.
Yeah.
because he has Jazz, but then Papu has 2 hackers, although one of them is a killer hacker.
Yeah. People in chat are saying it's active turn only to reform a fire team, which makes sense.
Okay, yeah. So when the Muib dies, it's still a 4-man link, so they have Sixth Sense, so they can, ignore stealth with hackers and.
No. It's still a 5-man link. It's still a 5-man link. Oh, so 4-man link in the reactive turn, right? And then he'll reform it in the active turn to be 5. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then there's Yara, Haddad, and Gulam and CO, and one normal Gulam.
You're right, though. Exactly what you're saying is really neat, because those hackers only need Sixth Sense, really, to do their job. So that 4-man fire team is still going to be good enough for ARO hacking.
But I think he has to keep one of those hackers outside of the link in the beginning, because if a repeater comes up close, Papu can respond with only one hacking program. So he can't arrow with both if they're inside the link.
He could and just have them leave the fire team, but
basically he would need to break the fire team.
Notice how the Camille goes up on the far right-hand side with the repeater. So that's probably a defensive repeater, right? Planning to hack through it and try and stop anything that comes over here. Problem being, obviously, if the attack comes from the Uberfull commando, those hacking attacks aren't going to be particularly useful to stop
exactly.
Have we got a camo marker going down? So this is a camo -3, so obviously a Farjan in Hassassin Baram, because it has to be, as far as I'm aware. I'm pretty sure there's no other full camouflage in the faction.
Yeah, I'm not that well aware of what Hassassins have.
They've got Dailami, which obviously don't have mimetism, and they've got Farjan, which do, and they've got the Nadir, but that's hidden deployed, not camouflage, so it's not quite the same thing.
Yeah, so it's going to be Farzan.
Yeah, I should think so.
Which profile? I see currently Papu has only one possible lieutenant, which would be this Gulam.
Yes.
On the balcony here.
Where is it?
Well,
it's probably that.
Actually, I think Yara can also be a lieutenant, so there are 2 possible choices. But the way they're placed, I believe a Gulam is most probably going to be the lieutenant, unless there's something
probably that Gulam,
something else coming from reserve. And another camo on the right field, which is then also
no mimetism on this one. Probably a Dailami. It doesn't say that it has mimetism, so I guess it's a Dailami. If I had to speculate.
If it doesn't have mimetism, then it has to be a Dailami.
Yeah.
Although it's a bit weird placement for a Dailami.
Yeah, maybe it is a Farjan and there's like a mistake or something. Don't know. Not sure.
To go back on the Muib HRL, the one problem with the idea that the Muib is going to consume a couple of orders from Lobo and basically just make it a bit slower to Alpha Strike is that if Sally's in the second group and other attack pieces are in the first group, Sally is just going to shoot Muib and they will still have the full amount of orders in the first group.
Yeah.
So where is the Uberfall commando at the moment? Where did they go?
I don't know.
Are they in reserve?
Because I saw him pull out an Uberfall commando, but now I can't see.
Maybe Lobo put them in reserve instead, because
has he spent a
Lobo
command
has
token?
used
He's
Lobo
used
has
a command
token. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. So I think what Lobo is planning to do is to counter deploy, try and counter deploy for days with the Uberfall commando. It's still going to be quite hard though, because Papu still has the final placement, so this is only really good if there are multiple for days.
Yeah.
Guided missile goes down at the back, flash pulse on the left. None of this is too surprising. What do you think about the second group tag? Are you a fan of the kind of support role tag, or do you prefer it in the first group?
With most tags, I actually prefer them in the second group, at least in the beginning of the game, because you're great at shooting down ROPCs that can open up the field for your other guys in the first group who need more orders. And in the beginning of the game, usually there are not that many RO models standing up, so you don't need that many orders for the tag.
Yeah.
And then if the tag moves closer to enemy deployment, there's usually some hacking or some other threats like that the tag don't like to face. And then maybe in the end of the game, you can move the tag to a first group and use it as a Rambo piece. There's one FIDE going down.
See an impersonation.
Yeah. I'm a bit afraid for the fire team at the moment, because Lobo can quite easily attack it with Überfall Commando.
Yeah, he really can. He really can.
And also another threat is that if this is a heckler who has a jammer, it can easily just move somewhere up here, close to the deployment zone, and then lay a fast panda somewhere.
There are a couple of problems. The Mutawir is there with the chain rifle, but it's not even the jammer one. It's just the chain and smoke one. So, yeah. Actually, I mean, of course, the Überfall Commander has total immunity, doesn't it? So, can't even...
Actually, jammer is a comms attack, so...
Oh, so it
does work against Überfall Commando.
Okay. Nevertheless, he hasn't actually taken one, so there you go. Interesting that the FIDE goes down, which means that he's holding something more significant back. And I think, to be honest with you, I saw a Shakush for about a second, so I think they're both playing tags. Which is really cool, because I haven't seen a Shakush in Hassassins, but it makes sense in a zone control mission, because that's a lot of points to just plop down into a zone.
Yeah, and also Hassassins don't really have many guns that are good at above 24 inches. Of course, there's a Muib HRL, but I don't think the Muib is going to live to see Papu's turn.
Yeah.
So to have one longer range gun is
really helpful, isn't it?
It's going to be nice, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, question here. Obviously, Papu needs to think about whether he's playing the FIDE conservatively and literally just using it to get 30 points in a zone or whatever, or if he's going to play it aggressively and go for some early kills. We'll see what he decides.
Looking at Lobo's list and like all the different attack vectors he has, I think being aggressive with the FIDE could be a better play.
I think that Papu's going to have a difficult turn one. That's my prediction. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I hope he's going to survive somewhat intact, so we can see an interesting game.
Is he rolling? Looks like he's rolling.
But does Papu only have one FIDE?
It certainly looks that way, doesn't it? It does look that way.
Unless he still has something.
I'm just going to invite Pojan into the call.
Yeah, great.
All right, I think we should be joined by Pojan.
Sorry, this is the only...
Hey, Pojan. Oh.
Yeah, Papu is thinking hard about the placement of FIDE.
Yeah, I think he needs to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. It's a really important decision.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was going to place it on his left flank, but he could go passively in there on the ladder. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that also might be a good choice, because there's potential lieutenant.
Yeah, and it goes downstairs. Cool. So he rolls the whip and it goes down. Yeah.
Potential lieutenant downstairs.
Yeah.
And then there's
Oh, shit.
quite easy
It disappeared.
I
easy
can't
way to
hear
access Jazz and
Persian, by
Puppet
the way.
Master.
Just gonna lock him. Lock this too.
Can you hear Persian?
And
No, I can't hear Person.
Oh, okay. Well, we have a Fide that's gone down.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, hey, I can hear you
Yes.
now. Nice.
and then this guy will just go.
Oh, now you've kind of broken up a little bit again, Persian.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Yes, now it's better.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like
I need to figure out how to make everybody.
tough anyway.
Can you turn yourself up a little bit?
I have no idea where to.
Oh, this it's a bit better. It's a little bit better. We seem to have a second impersonation marker pulled out.
Yeah.
Other two?
Yeah, 2 Fides.
I'm confused though because how?
Let's try to play.
Oh, these aren't held back. These aren't reserves, right? Duh. These aren't reserves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
These are not reserved, so they're
Right.
the 1 Fide is going there.
God, I'm so silly.
Which
Yes.
can-
Right.
It can potentially threaten the other moderator.
Yeah. Okay, I actually really like this. So he's got the aggressive Fide in the deployment zone that can threaten the lieutenant or Jazz. So I really like that. And he's got the other Fide that's just holding a zone.
Yeah, and it can
did
also
you-
threaten the other possible lieutenant and also Puppet Master and Jazz.
Yeah.
Because it can quite easily move past the Billy
So
and
did he pass
other
the
arrows.
roll for the?
Yeah, he did. He rolled
Nice.
for the green Fide and he passed it. So that one's in. It's in the deployment.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see whether Lobo is just going to attack with all of his orders, or is he going to deal with the Fides on his first turn?
Yeah. I wonder if he's just going to skip them and like try and kill that core team and strip so many orders it doesn't matter. But I don't know. We'll see. That green Fide is a real pain in the ass because it's on the ladder, so it actually blocks movement. I wonder how they'll rule that, like whether it can be seen from below or not. Because
I'm also wondering that. Yeah, that's an interesting question because, like, some people play it the way that you can see it through the hatch, and some people play in a way that you can't.
Yeah.
But if you can't see through the hatch, is it possible to move?
Yeah.
Like through the model to the second floor, or does it actually?
I've had people say
Block
to
the
me
hatch.
that you can neither see it because the hatch is in the way, nor can you move through it, which is really bullshit.
Yeah, I don't like that way.
No.
Yeah, I would argue this way. Like,
Yeah,
how
okay.
are you like able to like if they don't agree on actually seeing through the hatch, then how are you going to like be in the hatch, but it's still in the way, and you cannot see the model because like there is like a millimeter of the hatch
Right.
still
So
in the way.
there has to be floor there, right?
So yeah, and you cannot move through the enemy model. So yeah, unless they like agree that you can see through the hatch, the Fide is, I would say, not accessible from the below.
It's a really cheeky thing to do. It really is.
Yeah, but that's between them.
Yeah.
It is.
So the way I played this yesterday, we had discussion with my opponent, is that you can see through the hatch if you're touching the ladder,
Okay. Right.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
makes
Well,
sense.
you know.
but only if you're like touching the ladder. So because otherwise you can't really see the line of sight because the hatch is
we'll
sealed off.
see what they figure out.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, we'll
like
see.
I don't know Papu for like being like a bad kind of cheeky player. On the other hand, like on the opposite side of the spectrum, rather. So we'll see. He's more like generous person normally. So we'll see.
So I guess the hold up here is Lobo thinking very carefully about what he wants to do because he's got his placements now. I would imagine his 2 holdbacks.
Yeah. So what was the initiative role? Like who won the lieutenant role?
I actually wasn't watching, to be honest, because I had some audio issues. Panda, did you catch it?
No, I didn't catch that. But we can see it from the chat. So
I think Lobo won it.
Yeah, Lobo won it. Yeah, Lobo has rolled 1 and Papu 18. So yeah, Lobo
Sorry, my bad.
rolled 1, and I think then he must have
chose to
decided
go
to go
first?
first.
I think he took
Yeah.
play first. Yeah, he took play first. Yeah.
All right.
So
I
that
think
tells
that's
you
like
so
a
lot.
Hassassin tax he played. I would say.
Yeah, I
but
think.
on the other hand,
I think that is a tax against Assassins. You want to play first a lot, don't you, to stop the Fide?
yeah.
Yeah, I think it makes sense with Lobo's list, especially because there are many models that are really vulnerable to Fides. Because he only has 1 hacker, and there's the Puppet Master. There are 2 possible lieutenants, but they are both really soft targets.
Yes. Yeah,
Like there are so
bots.
many weak things in the deployment zone.
There are.
So it wants to go first versus impersonators.
Also, Lobo's list is really good at going first.
It is.
And
it is.
Hassassins can be a bit difficult to go first against if they have a lot of Daylamis and a Nadir.
Yeah, they can be a pain, can't they?
Yeah, but against Lobo's list, I mean, we now know that Papu doesn't have any Daylamis, and I haven't counted the models, so I don't know if there's a possible Nadir somewhere or not. But anyway, well, Nadir could be a problem for Puppet Bots or Popniks. But Daylamis are not that.
How many models
dangerous.
are you counting? 11?
No, you can't intuitive attack in a
No.
ammo marker.
12. I see 12.
I can cheat and find out the list. I'm going to cheat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with 2 Fides. 13 with Farzan.
And he's on the ladder. Is he on the
Oh, they're discussing the ladder problem now.
Yeah.
It's like closed, and when you move, it opens. At least, well, I always play like that.
Okay, so I think they're rolling that.
What you're saying is I can't see him.
He can't see him.
I can't move up there either.
Well, if you move like, okay, interesting. I didn't think about that.
So yeah, they've run
funny.
into the exact issue we just said. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a funny situation to start talking about that when the Fide is
See,
already there.
you see, like Papu is not intentionally bad person. He just happens to like
So
think
what does
this
he have
way,
to do to
but
actually open the hatch, he has to climb down into the room.
Yes.
I have seen Papu's list, and I wonder if he's forgotten to deploy something or if we've missed something. But I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out.
There are 13 things on the table. So with 1 reserve and a Nadir, potentially that's 15.
Yeah. Papu clarified that this camouflage is -3, so they're both Farjans. They have to be Farjans.
Alright.
That means no Dailami.
There are 2 camouflages.
Yeah, there's a Farjan on the very far right-hand side and the far left-hand side.
So this means there are 14 things on the table right now.
Yeah, 1 reserve. So
Nadir in the reserve.
No, there's a tag in the reserve. I'm pretty sure he's playing a
Oh,
Shikush.
right, yeah.
Is there a...
So this is not the list you showed us.
It's very similar, I think.
Yeah, but 2 Fides, there was like 1 there.
No, I think it's the same list. Wait, is he not playing the Bounty Hunter?
Yeah.
the Bounty Hunter is probably the ITS one.
Okay. This is the list I showed, but I'm getting confused because the Bounty Hunter isn't in it because of the whole ITS thing.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing that I'm wondering is that will Lobo use the Popniks or rebuild for Commando to deal with
they are pre-measuring already. Can you see this, Panda? This is your favorite.
Yeah, I mean, if I move.
They're checking silhouettes, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I think that's okay unless you spend too much time doing that.
Yeah, I don't think
Because silhouette.
Yeah,
If
but
they-
that's
line of
also
sight
like,
is open information.
but that's
Yeah.
also like the same that like Cabaret raised against one of the players as being a bad mannerism.
Yeah, some people really
So-
don't like this, to be honest.
Yeah,
it
we're discussing
it is what
things.
It is.
It speeds up the game and makes things clearer. But what do you think about this?
I
Because
don't care,
technically, he didn't
personally.
spend any orders on the salamander. You can like walk around the table and look, but you cannot place a silhouette.
Yeah, that's
I would
actually
say.
a good point because that's outside of deployment zone.
Yeah. Well,
So yeah, I don't really know. I don't have a strong opinion about that.
yeah.
And
So
like, as long as-
just for context, all he's really doing is he's saying like, what can the Moab see? Like, what can this rocket launcher see? Which appears superficially fine, but whilst he's dragging the salamander around, he's obviously like checking measurements and stuff. I don't know. Some people hate this. Other people think it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's like on the verge of being like a not accepted play.
See you there.
It's also like depends. Like, are both players doing it or
Yeah,
only one player? So if both are doing it and they are fine with it, then it's okay. But if only one player does it, another player doesn't.
yeah,
want
but then
to
it
be
also
done, then-
raises the issue when you have like a player with a really good like photographic memory, and he does it like a lot at the start of the game, and then he remembers all the things that happens there and all the positions that you can see, and the other player cannot like compete with that.
to be fair though, like this is TTS and the grid is on. So
Yeah.
like in real life you don't really run into this as much, but with
Yeah.
TTS if you remember the grid you have pretty good like
Yeah, they have
pretty good
also
pre-measures.
seen the maps before.
That's true.
So
I've played on this map loads as well, so that's the other thing.
yeah.
Alright, I think the Salamandra's gone down by the looks of things.
Yeah, so
So-
I guess the idea is that Salamander can deal with the Flash Pulse bot and the Moeb HRL.
Yeah. What do you think, Persian?
I think like the placement is sloppy and like it's out of deployment zone technically, and I don't like it. So I hope you will fix it in a second.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
it's like a millimeter, but like it adds up. And then yeah, and the issue with like pre-measuring, like I think it's not the time and place to say like if it's good or bad or if it's acceptable or not. We can discuss it later, but let's just address that what they did is something that is like should raise a red flag.
Yeah, I think that's something that definitely you should ask first from your opponent. That is it okay if I check this?
I think he did, like for reference. I've got them turned
Okay.
down really low. I can't hear them, but I think he was talking like, is it okay if I just check some stuff?
Yeah.
I'm not going to hold anything against Lobo. Like he's not that kind of player as far as I'm concerned. Neither is Papu.
Yeah.
So we've got the Salamander on the far right of the deployment, and we've got the Uberfall commander on the far
Yeah.
left.
And the
Sure.
Uberfall, even though the Papniks are like willpower 10 and Chimera is 12,
Yes,
they are still generating like 4 discovers
they are.
versus
Yeah,
impersonator.
yeah.
So they are a pretty reliable way of like discovering and killing an impersonator, and they just beat the hell out of him in melee.
Yeah, it's a really nice move. I think that impersonator there needs to rely on templating them. It's pretty much all they can do.
Then they can just dodge into melee.
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I think they're about ready
Oh,
to
I
go.
like that he corrected the positioning of the Salamander and the Papnik,
Yeah.
so he's redeemed himself in my eyes.
In your eyes, he's
Yeah.
redeemed himself. Well, I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear that.
Now everything is completely inside the
Yes.
deployment zone.
There's now a
Oh.
Shakoosh overlooking the Uberfall Commando, which
Nice.
is really nice. I like that a lot, actually, to layer that defense and stay away from the Salamandra, right?
Yes, like
Yeah.
he doesn't want to tangle on the
No,
reactive type
no.
Salamander.
I really
Yeah,
like this
especially
counter.
staying away from the Salamander because
Yeah.
Salamander would love to shoot at
I guess he's touching the corner, but maybe the collider is like somewhat off.
I'm not sure. It should be much bigger than that model, right? Because that's an S5 and
not really. Like
6.
Azrael is pretty tanky. Like when you look at it, and like we don't have the actual model.
Yeah, of course.
And that's like a pretty good placeholder, I would say.
I think the problem is he wants it to see around these green boxes, right? To see the Uber Commando.
Yeah, it has to see the Chimera, otherwise they can just throw smoke and...
Yeah, and she's
safe.
prone.
She's prone. I think it can see if it stands, but obviously they're prone.
Yeah, but like even if like it cancels like the impetus, it's already like an order down the drain, right?
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a good play. I actually really like what he's doing here. He just wants to make sure he has cover as well. That's okay.
Yep. They are talking exactly that.
Yeah. So, if the Chimera stands, the Shakush can see and take a shot. And it is in cover. I think that's pretty much what they've decided on. With that being said, I imagine they're probably going to start going to turn 1 quite soon, I would guess.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Are you good?
I'm good, yeah.
Alright, I think here we go.
And I'm thinking
okay. Also, one interesting thing is that the soundbot is like all on the right side of the table, on Lobo's side. So it's not actually going to fix the
Chimera.
Yeah, not Chimera. I mean the total reaction bot.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
Total reaction bot actually went up the building there, and there's a blast post bot.
Yeah, that's right. That's
in the middle of the build. Yeah, so then the sound bot is next to the both.
All right, with that,
yep.
I am going to transition to turn 1. So good luck to both of the players, and here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So we have the first order count happening.
With impetus, and you have the regular. This is this guy, and you said this guy is mimetism -3.
Yes, mimetism -3.
That's a bandit.
No, it's a heckler, right?
Heckler, irregular.
And in group 1,
ooh.
that's the Chimera.
Wait.
And then 1, 2, 3.
I think I heard
there's Monstrucker and Morlock are in group 2.
Monstrucker, irregular,
maybe
Morlock, irregular.
I'll spend 1 command token.
Maybe.
Use the order pull from group 1.
And then there's tactical awareness from Sally, of course.
Okay.
Alright, where's your hand?
Very good luck, sir.
Oh yeah, it's a tactical awareness from Sally. Yeah, that's the 3 irregulars.
And like you see the counterintelligence kicking in, but he still spends the command token to cut the order pool by 1, and I think like it's really important. Like every order counts.
I think every order against the Uber 4 Commando is important.
And this guy is not in the link.
So he's made the core link, the Gulam at the back is not in it, and the buried hacker is the leader.
It's everybody but this guy right here. That may or may not be.
I don't really like the hacker being the fire team leader, because if he gets hacked by Jazz or whatever, the fire team will just break.
Let's start with...
yeah, that's a weird choice.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, but Moibs have number 2, but then again... yeah, they should have number 2, yeah. But then again, the Muib is like on the lookout, so he will most likely die first. And if you want to deal with it, how you describe, like killing the hacker or isolating the hacker, then their fire team is still like on the Muib. So it's not like the worst.
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing. I think I just would have put it on like the Gulam or something instead, just so that.
Yeah, like I like to play some on Gulam NCO because like I like to be able to like activate them on the NCO order plate.
Yeah, what can happen now is that Sally shoots the Muib, then Heckler brings a fast panda next to the
Big thing, no impetuses.
No impetuses, and we have the first regular order of the game, and it's going on this marker here. I think this is a heckler run. This is a heckler run.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hacker for isolation or spotlights. Hacker on the spotlights, like spotlight the NCO and you kill Yara and the other guy.
Yeah, I think Yara and the NCO are outside of template range on missile, but
yeah, that's problem.
But Jazz can just
Yeah,
use
it's
Trinity
control.
on the Barry hacker and then spotlight the Yara or the NCO Gulam.
Interesting.
I think they decided that the Moyib could see, and Lobo declined to take that movement. Now he's spending another order to do it more safely.
Yep.
Fine, sure. Cool.
Yeah, so he just said, I don't want you to see me.
Yeah.
So I'm moving the other way. Yeah.
ARO declaration. What could this be?
Discovers...
It could be a 0 or a heckler. It's probably a heckler. Yeah, I'm reasonably sure this is a heckler, but it's in the open. It's probably not gunfighting. I'm not sure I would delay with
I heard
the
Papu asking if this is an intruder, maybe, but he was forward deployed, so
he was forward deployed, so it can't be.
I'm gonna delay.
Delay? Okay. I'm just gonna move.
Yeah, it's going to be Heckler who's going to bring Fast Panda.
Cool, so that's the move, so we're on to order number 3 now, I would guess.
And he is seen now.
I think if I go there, you see me, so I'm just gonna come this side. So
Yeah.
tuck over here.
Very, very careful movements. Order number 3.
And now he can even deploy the Fast Panda like in range.
He's just gonna he's gonna go prone and tuck in this.
Yeah, and the Fast Panda will be like on the next to the stairs.
Yeah, he's probably going to put it like over here or something. Yeah, it's a heckler, sure.
Yeah.
If I'm in range.
Where is he putting it?
And I can, after I move, I can check zone of control.
Yeah, he's checking zone of control.
So
8 to about there. So he wants it as close to the fire team as possible. That's
Yeah, he wants the fire team leader. Yeah.
Yep.
As you said.
Yeah, I just don't understand.
But is it going within 8 inches of the killer hacker? Because if Jazz has to challenge both hackers at the same time,
yeah, that's
out
right.
it's going to be tricky. But now it's probably going to be outside of 8 from the killer hacker.
Looks like to be like around 10 to 11 inches.
Yeah,
one thing I don't really like about this is that I think Fast Pandas are silhouette 1, but he's using just a repeater, which is silhouette 0. So actually it's much easier to see Fast Panda than the normal repeater.
It's true. Jazz is Trinitying, I think. I haven't heard yet, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Well, she might do something else actually, but I don't know. She has Trinity +1.
With Jazz?
Yes.
And this is what we were saying at the start about so many attack vectors, right? We spent ages talking about Salamandra, and we spent ages talking about the Uber 4 Commando. And what does Lobo do? Like, he activates a completely different piece on turn 1. Just doesn't even go for them. Goes for the heckler play.
Yeah, but like that's like.
What are you doing it with Jazz, right?
That's what I was talking like before in our chat. Like the Jazz is like the one linchpin that like adds all the different things in the list together, like the missile bot and protecting stuff and etc. And like it is a vulnerability, but also like it's very important for the offensive purpose.
Yeah, that was why I was wondering whether Papu would put his FIDE next to Jazz. So
wait a second, Jazz isn't whip 15. She's whip 14.
But Trinity is +3.
That's fine.
Always.
Yeah. Why did I do that?
And number 2.
All right,
he remembers.
Is there any,
I think Papu should have rolled 2 saves there instead of 3, right? Because Jazz missed one, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No, 15 is a success with Trinity because it's +3.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah, I think he forgot about number 2, but yeah.
I forgot about
4.4 to there.
Trinity's +3 mod.
Trinity is always +3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's having +1 damage. +1.
Yeah, +1 damage and +3 mod in all Trinities. Yeah. Okay, I think they're taking a shootout between the Moyib and the Salamandra. As you mentioned, Persian, this fire team should still be up, right? Because of number 2.
Yeah.
I have to actually. Has to be there.
Are they already seeing each other?
I think they are. I believe they are. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I can see you. I'm not measuring.
No, it's taking firefight with the flash pulse bot.
from the outside of my model.
From the outside of the base. Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Arrows.
Yeah, I will flash pulse you. Let's see.
Flash pulse versus thing.
Yeah. With cover, Sally has
I think that's a crit.
BTS 12. So
no, just one.
11 is
minus-
a crit.
11's a crit, right?
I think that's a crit.
13 might be a
Papu
crit
crits
as
as
well.
Crit you as well. Because I'm
Yeah, that's 2 crits.
+3 for
Nice.
range, -3 for cover and mimetism is an 11.
Yeah.
Yep. So nothing happened.
Yeah, this is a really safe firefight for Sally because in cover it's BTS 12.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
almost
Last
can't,
was only
like,
damage 13, so only once would.
Indeed.
And even then, you can remove the flash with engineer
Yeah.
from a
I had
structure.
plenty of models to be the link leader, and I chose the hacker.
Oh, so Papu's commenting on the fact that he chose the hacker as the fireteam leader, which is what we were saying is just a bit of a strange decision. But, like, obviously he still has number 2, which I guess he hasn't noticed. Oh. Anyway, I guess Sally's probably going to roll the flank.
Yeah, at this point, like,
depending on what I wanna-
like the front line is still a mission that is scored second, so there is still a chance. But how do you kill Sally?
All right.
Hacking and missile is the
Yeah.
only thing I can see in this list, but the hacker is dead.
You forward
Yeah,
observe
hacking
it
is
with the
down.
Fajon. You do a surprise attack forward observe.
Yeah, you can forward observe. Yeah, that's it.
That's your favorite
yeah.
move, Pajon. You do it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, you can shakush.
They're
The
just
shock
doing
is
it
gonna be difficult.
again. 12's really good,
Actually,
but the 13 beats it, doesn't it?
Nice.
No, because of
Yeah.
mimetism. No. Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
So that
She's
Salamandra's
safe.
now failed to kill the Flash Pulse remote twice in a row.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
important. That's
It's
up.
really
Like,
important. Yeah.
yeah, because like she's in a group 2,
I mean,
right?
stupid flash pulse button.
Yes, that's right. She's the
So,
Salamandra's running low.
The oldest running
Yeah.
low,
I'm just
and
regretting
so
I
she's
chose
not
the
running a
link
flank
leader,
basically,
and I'm
and she's not killing the Muip.
just annoyed.
She might.
Yeah, there's still 3 orders potentially left.
Stun order.
Potentially,
Sally.
here we go. Order number 3 on her.
It's gonna move
Yeah.
using cover up to here,
She's going for the
so I
Muip.
can see the Farjon.
Far.
He wants to see this camo.
The Muip.
Oh, he said Fajon, but he meant Moyib, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
goes on top of
You
the
can see me
wall.
from there.
Yeah, that's. I don't know that he can actually, you know?
Come out to here. You know what I mean? And see you.
Yeah, okay, I can see you there.
Cool.
All right.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I'll shoot.
I still couldn't really see Sally,
Well,
but
imagine
maybe
if
there
you
was a
I'm gonna
remembered.
put 4 shots into the me, but 1
line
shot
of
into
fire.
Imagine if you remembered that's number 2.
4 shots into the
Well, let's see if he does remember.
Let me just roll.
No, he hasn't. Oh well.
7. Okay, let's see.
Range is going to be really important here.
Yes,
That's a hit for
I'm good.
against Sally.
By the way, I'm gonna move this because this has
Wait.
caused my dice to roll multiple times.
Okay. Feel
So I-
free. It was just for the fanciness.
Yes.
Just
I know,
kill
but
it if you want to.
I'm a bit confused about the 15 that was rolled. Is that like an armor save or?
That was a armor save for
It
the
was armor save,
heavy
yeah.
rocket launcher for the Sally.
All right,
Yeah.
so 1 save on the
It was
table.
7 beat Sally.
And the okay, so the remote goes down. The Moyib wins the face to face, even on 1 dice.
Yep.
So
Because range and X visor.
I'm gonna spend a command token
flipping a regular.
and let's see here.
He's not going to get enough done with Sally. He needs to think about where he's going to leave it.
I think Sally's gonna be safe if he just
Yeah.
does enough damage.
I guess I have to just stay here.
He's got
Yeah, he
5
just-
with the Uber fall, I think. After
He
this,
just wants to kill the Muip right now because
Yeah.
he will be in the link team next time. Like there are still enough members to form a core.
So I'm still on.
So Sally's on
You're
11s.
-3 overall because of cover, so am I.
So he should be 9s.
Yeah.
With no.
No, 0
10s
range
with
on the
Muips.
hype. Yeah, 0's on the hyper rapid.
Oof.
That's a really good roll.
That's a miss.
Is that a crit?
So
Is that a crit
No,
from
it's
the
not.
Moib?
No, because it's
no,
on
no,
the lead.
it's a miss.
A 10.
Yeah, so the Moib's going to go down here.
I'm dead.
Yeah, he dies. Cool. All right. But one order left on Sully. So the question is whether he pulls back or suppresses or like whatever.
Yeah, I think it depends on what other Lobo can achieve, because he still has 6 orders to potentially spotlight and GML his link, or like, get rid of the FIDE.
I know it's easy to think that the Salamander is really safe here, but actually I know that camouflage markers are Fajan, and I've seen you surprise attack forward observe things before Pajan, and I know it's a legit move. And if that happens, like that Salamander is in trouble if that happens.
All right.
Like she's still Armor 8.
It is.
And an engineer is nearby, so
well, it's armor 4, right?
Enough.
To the
but there might not be enough orders for the missile bot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has the EMC guide at -6, so it's 12s against.
12s against the dodge of, I think it's 11 -3 for not seeing 8. 12.
Like
so
if you are ECM -6, then you should reset.
Yeah.
Because that just wastes pretty much.
Yeah, that's true. So it's resets on 10s.
Yeah.
So here come the Uberfall. And like, here's the interesting thing, because it's really, I'd be really curious to see whether the impersonation tries to tank like 4 discovers, or if it just reveals and like tries to template to get something before it is based.
Like killing Papniks is like.
Yeah, it has to try to stay hidden.
I guess my thoughts are like the alternative is it just dies and does literally nothing.
Oh. Like, you still need to like score zones at the end, do classifieds and stuff. So right now, like yes, he lost 3 models, but they are all deep in deployment zone and never intended to move out really. So the highest thing he like lost is like the buried hacker, because I think that's falls into his plan to like spotlight, repeater, and missile, and the MUIP is expendable by definition.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's an eclipse that blocks.
Yeah.
Shakush.
How did the Chimera get there?
Yeah,
stood up and walked over.
Oh,
to the
was
right.
it like? Yeah, it was staying prone, so I went through the pillars there.
She crawled to the right and
Yeah.
then through smoke.
Yeah.
So he's rolling like the shit ton of discoveries. See, this is what I was saying. Like, if you don't do anything with the Fide,
it's -9 plus 3, so -6. That's a fail on Papniks.
Okay. Yep. So you're good.
Yeah,
13
Papniks
minus
are.
9 is
Yep.
3. Yep.
So he just failed the discovers on all the Papniks.
That's funny.
That was.
That's good. That's good for him.
Like, depends on who.
It's so silly getting 3 discovers.
Yeah. But actually, still, I think the Papniks are pretty well like blocking the way from Fide.
Yeah,
so
like
Papu could try to shoot Papniks with Shakus, but that's going to be difficult when they dodge
like
19s. Fide kind of move past them, I think.
No, he can't.
There's not enough space.
Yeah, exactly. It's really good placement either way, because they literally just body block him.
And those are those small things, like he moved them in such a way to, or like not be forced to spend any more orders on them.
Yeah.
Like now he's like they failed. That's no biggie. He can now do other stuff.
4 orders
That's
left.
efficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Like this Fide is dealt with unless the Shakush starts shooting Pupniks, but obviously Pupniks dodge on 16s. 19s, sorry. I don't know why I'm getting everything wrong today. I guess it's because I'm streaming. So
fine. That's why we are here for.
So the last 4 is going to be spent on Spotlight and GML, or is Lobo going to do something else?
I think he's just thinking about what to do.
Yeah, the hacker has 1 use camo, right?
That's right. Yeah, it's out of camo now. It's not going back.
But he has a jammer. I think that might be the other.
No, it's not actually. It's just a chain rifle.
I have already 6 plans in my head, but it all depends on what you do next.
It's funny because the Nomads player has a jammer and the Hassassins player doesn't, which is
Okay.
this is topsy-turvy land.
By the way, are the Gulam NCO and Yara within 8 inches of Heckler?
No, don't think so.
Or definitely within repeater.
Yeah, within repeater range, definitely. But
Yes.
are they also in the jammer range?
Yes.
It's not a jammer. It's the
No,
Heckler
the Heckler has
Oh,
a
the Heckler has a
jammer.
jammer. Heckler has a jammer.
maybe on the profile on the TTS, but
Oh, you mean?
The Heckler does have a jammer.
on the same profile, you need to check in the army if the profile with the fast panda
One sec.
also has jammer. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it does. It does.
It does. Yeah, it has a panda and a jammer.
So I don't think I can go.
See, this is the real shit we should be complaining about, Persian. Nomads are broken. I'm obviously joking.
Start any of those.
I don't. Like,
The Lobo is moving
So,
the Pupniks.
yeah, so they are like willpower 14 discovers versus the
Yeah, they can deal with the Farzan.
I really like
Yeah.
this actually. This is neat.
Yeah, like this is thinking like several steps ahead.
I
right?
really like this. Yeah.
Like one of them was like moving the Pupniks to block line. Yeah, and also double discovers, and they are in no threat of dying to Farzan.
Yeah. I think like what Lobo could have done, right, that would have been worse is just like throw the Salamander in suppressive, end the turn, just say, I've done enough, and have 3 or 4 doors to move stuff around. But he's planning for the next turn already. Like he's already blocking that camo in with the puppet butts and
Yeah, and
taking it
he's
out.
doing it fast, really.
Yeah. I've lost to Lobo. I've had the great privilege of losing to him on turn 1 before.
Nope, no errors.
Which was when he
Discover.
rolled
Okay.
he rolled like just 19s on his Uber 4 dodges, which was very frustrating.
Or does he spend next order to discover?
I think Papu has to decide what he's doing. He should.
Yeah, he said no
probably not
errors.
reveal. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, he can't really reveal because
I agree.
Yeah.
Fine.
14 with cover. No.
+3,
With
-3,
magnetism, that's a
-3. That should fail.
And
Oh well.
light shotgun.
it's
I guess
camo
they're saying.
cover.
I guess they're saying no cover. I guess. Anyway, Fajan FO rifle
Whatever.
shotgun mines.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Actually, better yet, I will.
I imagine if they just said the Fajan doesn't have cover. I guess. Now
Maybe
the
he
beautiful
moved-
thing here is the puppet bots have 2
Yeah, I
rings,
think
so
he was not touching the
This
outside
one,
wall, and the
and I
puppet
have
bot
the
moved
irregular
like
in
past
two.
past the line.
the edge to see him like out of cover. Yeah, that adds up like from this angle very closely.
Yeah, it looks like the Farzan is not touching the edge.
Where is my physics?
Yeah, he would need to be touching outer wall, and then he would be visible
Yeah.
farther away.
Ballistic
Little things, like
Little
all the
things.
little things, and you have like we figured them out like 2 steps behind Papu and like Lobo.
Let me think.
Yeah, like Lobos play
Options,
a lot here.
I can
But instead of-
set a mine.
just trying to do damage with Spotlight and missiles. He's actually removing the one model that threatens Sally.
Yeah. And this is a really conservative play. I really like that. Like he could have been very blasé, with the tag and just been like, I don't care. It's not gonna affect me. But he's playing like very tight. He's not letting Papu come back into the game.
Try to.
Yeah, and I will also place the puppet bots in their good
Yeah, I'll try to
position
forward,
for second turn.
but
Yeah.
Do you get cover?
So they are
Yes.
pretty close to the Link team
And the missile bot, like they can kill
and the
it.
missile bot as well.
Yeah.
And the HVT, there are 4 classifieds. I think he has 3.
Yeah, and remember the puppet bots are forward observer, so they kept
Yeah.
3 classifieds. They can do some.
Use hit
Yeah.
3 times.
And that's also really important in front line that you
So you're on 14.
you have to move your troops forward,
On
and you have
Yep.
to do it
15.
before the last turn already.
So boarding shotgun goes into the Fajan. I think
On 11. So
It's
the
3
10
hits.
Blocks 2, but 1 hits on.
1 hit on a 14.
So I'm gonna go with the armor save.
Armor save.
Mhm.
If he's not in cover, he fails.
Yeah, you're not armor 3. Armor 0.
No.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, and that's pretty much the Nomad's turn. One order left.
Okay.
That last irregular in Group 2, is that tactical awareness? I think it is.
Yeah. You see a lot of players spending the tactical awareness as the first order.
Yeah. You should not do
No,
this.
I think the irregular for the attack aware is like the one next to the lieutenant order.
Maybe. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Spending the first group order.
I think he's going to hide the puppets, I think. Or maybe he's going on the U before, I don't know.
I'm going to...
Oh, he's going on the Moran.
Puppets
Okay.
are pretty well hidden already.
Yeah, I just wondered if he wanted to tuck in that the boarding shotgun one a bit more. But no, it's fine.
It also has flash pulse, so
Actually, no, I take that back because I apologize.
Yeah. It's
Because I
It's
realized I can't
maybe quite
lay
fine there.
something down.
Yeah, he wanted to mine the other Farzan, but he realized he cannot.
He can't.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So he's going to go 2.7.
So, one Fide is blocked off, the other Fide is still in play. So I'll have to see what Papu does about this. I wonder if he goes for the jazz attack. Moran goes prone in the corner.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's
Being a
Yes,
repeater.
yeah. The first thing that Papu will have to do is to get rid of the repeater, and I think the Gulam,
Like,
possible
there are
Gulam
now so
lieutenant
many
can do
first
it.
things.
Yeah,
I don't think he does. I think he uses the Fide to kill Jazz and the Puppet Master, like we said, right?
As well.
Yes.
That deals with all the repeaters on the board. It deals with Jazz, and it deals with the puppets.
All right.
And then the last order...
yeah, that is true. So
That's the play,
if
isn't
he
it?
is able to do that play with the Fide, that solve a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Especially if he gets both Jazz and the Puppet Master.
Yeah, that would be really gross. Like, completely disgusting.
Yeah,
Obviously, the Salamander and the Uberfall are still in play, so it's, it's not game over by any means, but it would be a very, very strong first turn for him.
It would have been much stronger if Lobo didn't manage to deal the damage already.
Yes, of
Because
course.
right now all the pieces are already like out there.
Is there no Asawira in the
Yeah,
Hassassins
there
List?
is none.
And so there's no stealth in the Assassin's List?
Yeah.
No
Like-
stealth in it at all. Okay.
okay, so I guess Monstrucker is gonna throw a drop bear to block Fide.
Yeah, that's smart. I
Yeah,
guess
and
the Farshans.
But it's still possible to probably bring Fide in a way that it can just take the mine to a face and shoot at Jazz and Puppet Master.
Yeah, so just die in the process, right?
Yeah.
I really like this play. What's the fizz of a Monstrucker? I think it's 12.
12.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's on 15s.
Yeah, sure. Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see it. It misses.
No, by one.
That's annoying. Well, he's still got one left, right?
But no orders.
No orders in that group. Yeah.
Right, it's a...
Or is there one order left?
Did he just...
Yeah, but he's Phoenix 12,
He's fizz 12, right? So that misses.
so no mine.
Yeah, that sucks. Okay.
That does suck, Lobo. I agree.
That was the Monstrucker one?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So he's back to me?
Over to you.
Oh,
All right, that's turn.
Yep.
All right, we're going to Assassin's turn 1.
Wait, what happened? Well, okay.
So how many models did
Kill my
Papu
Moib,
lose?
and
3,
Barid.
at least.
He lost a Moyeb, a Barid, and a Farjan. No, 4. He lost
And
the
the
Finish
Flash
Flash
Yeah,
Boss as
Barid.
well.
And
Yeah.
my
4 models, so there are still enough orders to do damage.
Flash Pulse was in Group 2 as well. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Just doesn't matter really.
And I believe that's it.
Yeah.
So he has one FIDE in both groups, but the FIDE up in the building is in Group 2.
So it's the small Group 1. Well, that's fine. It doesn't really need that many orders, does it?
Yeah. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is that?
On this one.
Yeah.
And
I think that's a really neat Group 2 play, though. Like, he'll spend
2, 3, 4,
Group 1 or Group 2 orders trying to kill Jazz, right? To make sure that the repeater's out of
Tactical
play.
awareness, I think, is no.
and then okay, and then I've got a regular and
Oh, Shakush has tactical awareness, right?
That's right,
Yeah.
the Shakush.
The Shakus is in Group 1.
These, are these your models, Persian?
Yes,
Nice.
for the most
They're
part.
great looking models. I especially really like the Camel.
Yeah, that's great.
so
Thanks. It's definitely not like high Infinitech. Not to everybody's liking, but yeah. It seemed fun to me.
How did you do that, Camel bot, or not a bot in this case?
I ordered them from Eureka Miniatures. They had those like World War I / World War II model line, and I've been watching their line for like bolt action purposes, and like they showcased the Camille's, and the moment they were released, I just snatched them.
Okay.
That's it. And then put them on the Infinity base.
Oh wait, I just realised like the bad pun. Oh, I'm so stupid.
only
Camille,
now?
camel. Yeah,
Only now?
literally. Because I thought baggage. So like camels carry baggage. That was the level of my thinking. And now I just realised that
No.
it's like Camille and camel.
Yeah, that's
wow.
multi-level.
Oh, I feel like pretty stupid right now, to be honest. That's
And I
great.
also threw Terry Pratchett quotes on them from the Discord.
He's supposed to be.
yeah.
Just checking the facing of the heckler. I think he's deciding whether he wants to impetuous the Ghazi or not, basically.
Yeah,
I think that's
but
what's
he
happening.
Yeah, okay. So the Mujib will go. Oh, sorry, Mujib. The Mujib
The Ghazi's gonna go.
Yeah, I think he goes to the right.
I would agree.
1.8
1.8,
and 2.2.
1.8, 2.2.
Okay. I don't believe anyone has any arrows to that.
And this is just a chain rifle and smoke.
So the next
Ghazi, so.
will be a dodge.
Okay.
And now he's going to take a dodge,
Mm.
which fails. Fine. Okay.
He just wants to get rid of this heckler.
Right, yeah. Now what's happening?
Hold on a second. Just wanna...
Checking the line of fire of the Sally.
Does he missile offensively?
Is he? I think he's thinking about it.
Yeah, is he able to see the
It
puppet
is.
bot
If it,
without seeing
oh, puppet.
Sally?
Because there's a puppet there, right? So this is going to
Yeah.
be...
Yeah.
He would hit. Actually, he couldn't
Like,
hit both
if-
puppets because the
If he would
horizon is there.
crawl, yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he
there's
can't.
some rubble on the way, so if he's prone,
Like
I'm not
if
sure.
he were able to target the second puppet, then he would be able to hit them both.
He would,
Yeah.
yeah.
If someone comes around here, does your
But I think the
taxi-
first puppet is blocking the second
Yeah.
puppet.
I'd really
So I
like to see him
That's
use that
going to work.
that guided missile offensively. That would be really cool.
I'm gonna see him if he's like here.
It's not a good play.
No, it's absolutely not a good play, but it's
It's like-
very entertaining.
Yeah, it's gonna be
the-
zero range for missile, although the
Yeah.
first puppet is not in cover.
Yeah, and then there's a tier bot behind.
So
Yeah.
the question
And
that
the-
they're asking is how far can the fire team go before Sally can see? So they're pinging around this corner here, just to see. Like, what
Yeah,
can
the
see.
Sally can see the corner, basically.
Have me, but I can
I don't think he
The
can
TR
move that.
bot can see on
So if
top,
get
and I
close
think
to
that's
the
also.
repeater, still
But
not
he
able to
cannot
have
see
it.
inside by the wall.
Wait,
I think
Oh.
my personal sequencing here would be to do the Fide first, right? To take out Jazz so the repeater doesn't do anything, and then to move the fighting. But
Clear.
I don't know. I'm not playing in the finals, so
Yes, my lord.
There's also the play that they were discussing that you can like use the killer hacker to go into enemy repeater and try to like smoke Jazz.
yeah, yeah.
It's like 3 dice on 14s versus 1 die on like
Not
17.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna
Buried
do
has
is-
Trinity -3, so
So she'd
Jazz
be
will
on
be
14.
on 14s as
Yeah,
well.
14s
But the
versus
problem is
14s.
that Jazz is BTS 6 plus
Plus 3 for the
3
repeater.
on the repeater.
Yeah.
So
Now I have a question. Can
5
I
or
check
less
zone
would
of
fail.
control of the repeater at any point?
No.
No.
All you can do is on your turn,
Mhm.
after you do the first short skill, you can check zone of
Yeah.
control from the active models.
Okay.
Actually, I
So
think
use
the
lieutenant
Gulam,
order,
the lieutenant can stand up and just shoot the
and-
repeater because
Yeah.
nobody sees him.
Yeah, you could even use the lieutenant order.
Bonus
Do
points
that
for using the
if
lieutenant
it's,
order.
if it's
Yeah.
indeed a lieutenant.
I think he's
Yeah.
done that, actually. I can see he's flipped the lieutenant order,
Yeah.
so I think that's the play. Yeah.
Okay.
and then he's
Cool.
gonna shoot at the repeater.
Yeah, just stands up. Yeah,
If you
Oh.
stand
nobody
up,
sees him.
Yeah, I can see it.
I don't think anyone's. I'm just checking to see if anyone sees. I don't think anyone sees you.
No one else sees him. No, this is fine.
So I'm gonna shoot the repeater,
Is that the hero hack Islam needed?
and that's gonna
It's
be
an efficient play, right?
only
I'm
3
just gonna
die.
check zone of control.
Yeah,
Yeah.
although he has to. Well, it will join the link later. But he has
Yeah,
to
and
get
he will go
prone.
prone. at some
prone,
point.
yeah, later.
3 shots, looking for 14s.
So 2 hits.
Maybe 11s if it's in cover. Don't know if there are repeats in cover. 2 hits though.
It could be.
Okay, it's good.
It goes. Done.
Yeah, 9 is not enough.
Now I'm gonna spend
Alright.
one token, and
Form
Well,
the
that
link.
was neat.
well, I guess I can measure zone of control from.
Now he needs to do fighting things.
Yes.
That is
Yeah, him.
Zone of control to there.
So I'm gonna spend a command token, and I'll reform the link team. This time,
So who's in?
Yara will be the leader.
Does it bring the?
Well, hang on,
It's gonna include
because
everybody, basically.
the killer hacker might be out, right?
Everybody left. I mean.
I'm
Yeah,
streaming,
Kiara is the leader.
so
Killer hacker might be out.
everything's kind of fucking with my mind at the moment because I get really anxious when I'm streaming. But like, to me, that looks like that killer hacker's not incoherency.
Yeah, that might be the case. I don't know if they have measured that.
I think it is. Like if I look at like from over this building that the Moib stood on, like it looks like it might be in. Like the killer hacker is tucked in pretty deeply under this arch. But I would feel much more comfortable like creating the fighting on the NCO.
Are we
Yeah.
going for the Fide play?
And
Yes, we are.
So real fast, you
Yeah.
form the link team.
Yeah, a question. Killer hacker question.
Who's the link leader, right?
Yeah, they all should be in range.
It's out. It's out.
But he's not measuring. He's measuring
Mine,
like
well,
from.
I fucked it up.
Oh, is he measuring?
So
Yeah. He should be measuring. Yeah, they are agreed. But yeah, he should be measuring
so
from the
only
base.
This guy, and this guy
Yes.
will be.
I don't think he's given that to him. I think he said it's a 3-man team.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
We
can-
wondered, and Lobo caught it like the second he just spent another thing
Oh, I just got disconnected from the server.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
anyone
me
else?
too.
as well.
Oh, okay.
That's annoying.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay.
What do you think?
Wait, I got disconnected too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll wait
Yeah,
till.
that's
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to go to a break for a minute, and I'll put the stream back up when the game is back.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Cool. And that was quick. Stream is back.
And I was red. Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm still curious about that killer hacker coherency because if it was base to base, it might have been within 8, but it's fine. So order gets spent on the Fide.
So far, I think these buildings are like 3 inches, something like that.
I think they're 3.5, but
3.5.
well, hold on.
That's
Let's
fine.
see. 3 inches.
Okay. So I'm gonna go.
Building is 3 inches high, so Fide stands up. Probably walks down to the bottom.
I'm gonna go down. That's it. Yeah. So that's 3 inches. And then I'm just gonna hit your guy.
All right, so you're moving into base to base with me.
Yeah, that's correct.
So that reveals you.
Yes.
All right. And what are you armed with? Rifle and shotgun.
Fide moves base to base
All right,
with the
so
moderator.
As will hack you through the repeater.
Okay.
The monster will dodge.
Mhm.
And I think that's everything.
Hey.
All right.
And then this guy was going to.
Hey, Panda.
Hey, so we're back on.
Yeah, Fide moved into base to base with the moderator to reveal itself.
He's got weapon per CC. Okay.
RCC
This is actually a mistake because moderators
CC 18.
are not that bad in CC.
Yeah, that's very good. And
So what's it going to be, like 12s on the moderator for surprise and martial arts versus
so I'll be on
18s or something?
You're going to be on,
No, 20s.
you're gonna be on
12s versus
you're gonna
20s.
be on a 12, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my shot.
I muted Persian because the background was a bit noisy.
Okay.
You got me. I make the save.
Nice.
The spotlight happens. Here's the dodge from the monster.
So-
I think a light shotgun would have been the right play.
Yeah, so here's the thing. The Fide is not the double action profile,
Okay.
right? It only has
I'll
one
be trying it
one
again.
save per hit, and it's just kind of unreliable.
Telemetry, by the way.
Yeah.
Really neat move from Lobo here. So he spotlights as an ARO against the Fide.
Yes.
Because he's within zone of control of this repeater here, and that scores him a classified.
Okay. I will dodge.
I love scoring classifieds as an ARO. It's great.
I should have. I'm sorry. Well, I missed it. I should have dodged with him last time. I did not, but I'm not going to go back. So he will dodge in response to the second CC attack.
Yep.
What do you think, Panda? What would you have done?
And I think that's all I can do.
I think light shotgun would have been a proper play and not
I guess
go
I'll
into
spotlight
CC,
you.
but I guess
Better
Papu didn't notice that it has
Let's roll it.
high CC and para CC
Yeah.
weapon. Minus
Yeah.
6.
Face to face.
Ooh, that's bad.
No.
Oh, you missed.
I
Oh,
only needed a 15 that time.
Yeah.
Here's my save.
That might.
What's the
that's not
damage?
enough. It's 15.
Damages.
What's happening?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
another
moderator
CC.
is
Are you
dead.
using an AP close combat weapon? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, the moderator's dead, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another interesting question is that is this the lieutenant or not?
I
Nope.
don't think it is, but I'm not sure.
Nope.
However, yeah, it's fine. All right, good.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the other moderator is a bit more likely to be a lieutenant, but you never know. Because this moderator was also in a pretty safe spot there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
How
it
many
might
orders
well
does-
be. It might well be.
Another order.
Yeah,
How many-
so
This
Papu still
is-
has
yeah.
3 orders left. That should be enough to
Going
kill
to move.
both Jazz and Puppet Master if he gets lucky.
He's probably going to get chain rifled by the Monstrucker, so he needs to do it quickly.
The Monstrucker doesn't see there.
And this guy.
He comes. I don't think.
I
I'm
think
not sure.
he does. He needs to stay tucked in. He needs to stay tucked in. He can't
Yeah.
screw around and move back or anything like that. He needs to stay.
Yeah. But it also might be just outside of chain rifle range. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's tight.
It's hard
tight.
to say because this kind of like short
see
wall
the
is
one.
about the size of the
If you come
base.
through this door, I can.
Yeah, for real.
Mhm.
No, what I want to do is I want to go 5 inches.
He's going towards Jazz.
Yeah.
Obviously, because of the terrain rules, the Fide's moving 5 inches, which is really nice. Nice for the Hassassins player, anyway.
Now, if the Monstrucker succeeds in dodge,
I will dodge.
Yep.
they will definitely be able to see Fide when he comes out.
And
But Fide has stealth. Why is he dodging?
he'll shoot
Um,
because I can declare a shot.
Yeah.
no AROs should have been prompted by this because of the stealth.
Yeah,
Okay, I will got the grace. This guy.
that's a mistake because now he gets the dodge unless he has the classified. Yeah, he has the classified.
Okay.
So, no one,
He does not. Okay.
and the bot is not.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'll spend another order.
Gotten so lucky. I've not made any one of these dodges.
I know. And
Here comes the Fide then. I think this is it.
Yeah. So Chess has Physic 10. Puppet
Yes.
Master has also Physic 10. So
okay, I have a question.
it's gonna be really risky to put templates, but the template would hit them both.
Okay, so he's gonna come.
Of course,
basically, I
Fide
think-
would
Well, actually,
be.
no, I was just thinking. It
Test.
doesn't matter.
Hey, push on.
So I would not have been able to
Is it
dodge
better?
in response to your actual
Yes.
moving, but when you coup de grace the moderator, I could have dodged in response to the coup de grace.
Okay, so they've just noticed that the Fide has stealth. Cool, they've noticed.
I just want to make sure.
Did you catch what happened, Pojan?
Yeah.
The Fide killed the moderator.
Yeah, I don't like it. I would just move past him, go after the Jazz and Puppet Master,
Yeah.
and then make one back for him.
Well, Pandra and I were saying we certainly wouldn't have done it in CC.
Problem is blocking
No.
side from
Because
the
they're actually not that bad at CC.
For 9 point, they are
Yes, you can see the
pretty-
Puppet Master there, but not Jazz. Yes.
Okay, and if I move.
He's coming out to see both Jazz and the Puppet Master.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But now Fide is targeted, so they get +3 for
They
their
do.
shots.
So,
They do.
but that's
So
a
I'm just
false
gonna
promise
go,
because he just wants to template them both.
Yeah, so they have to dodge
how
basically.
much did I move? Like 2 inches.
They need to dodge, right?
Yeah, so
2
then Fide will
inches,
put one shot
and
into each.
I'm gonna keep moving
Okay.
over here to get cover, but I'll try to get cover.
I think
from-
Papu is just able
From
to
both of
avoid
you.
being seen by the Monstrucker.
It's
He
very
might
tight.
be
isn't it?
going for like Billy and Chimera shooting in the back if he survives.
He doesn't have orders, but yes, he's got one
Yeah,
left
like
after this.
one more order would allow him to kill the Chimera
Go
shooting
around
in
to
the
here.
back, and then
Yeah.
maybe
I
then he can
think-
go for the other guy.
I think moving straight past the moderator might have been better,
I
but
think I
hey,
actually. It's hard to tell.
But there's
I
still a
think the Sally
small chance that it
sees-
was actually Lieutenant, so
Do they see through the
in
building?
at that point?
yeah, I think they're working out whether the Salamandra can actually just see him.
From Sally perspective.
We usually don't play shooting all the way through
Yeah,
buildings,
but
but if
he
they are, they
says
are.
that.
But that's it.
But he says that he started movement like inside the building, and he should be able to see inside.
Yeah. So at that corner there, I see
Yeah,
the
I don't
argument.
think they see the green.
Yeah. I'm
I
trying to
don't
decide.
think he
Okay,
can,
okay.
but
No.
So I'll just
hey,
stop there.
we'll see. That would have been a savior
So,
shot. So arrows.
Jazz is going to.
Jazz is
Yeah, and that's the example of the fork, right?
yeah. This is really tough for him. He needs to dodge, right?
It's like so close.
yeah, you can put a template for both.
You can definitely like.
Yeah,
Oh, this is tense. This is tense.
but if they're both
Plus
dodging,
still 11,
Fide is
the
shooting
goal is
them
10.
on 17s against their 10s, so that's also
I think he needs to dodge so that he gets something against the template.
Puppet Master.
But
The Puppet Master is going to shoot you, and Jazz is going to dodge.
okay, Jazz
Yeah.
dodge, Puppet must choose. Okay, that's fine.
So
I
That's
I
a-
kind of like this.
yeah.
I think I like this.
template's hitting both of them.
2 templates. Yeah. Cool. Okay.
So now it's about whether Jazz will dodge or not.
First up.
That's not a dodge. No.
And the dodge is a fail. So both of them 2 armor saves.
So they're both hit twice.
Oof, that never happens to me.
Yes. Good.
My dice are killing me, dude.
I'm a shill for Assassin Baron. I'm sorry, so I'm very happy.
That was
Yeah, we shouldn't have like 2 Hackislam players like commentating
no,
on like
it's not
Assassin
fair.
Baron versus
It's not fair, is it? Really?
Nomads.
I like that he lined up the template so that he got both, like into both of them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you need to.
Either?
No, correct.
Okay, so
I thought he might be in a position where he had to go like 1 into the puppet and 1 into Jazz, but hitting both is really nice. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, after Lobo's decision, I think templates were the right call. Because also there are not that many repeaters.
Yeah.
Correct, so
He's now
anymore.
just saying that he,
the more rounds, of course, but
he's saying he didn't have to use his
order.
Gulam to kill the repeater because he could have just killed Jazz.
wait, sorry. Before
Yeah.
I do that,
yeah.
But you know, there you go.
wait.
So
many repeaters and so little hackers.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That,
Also,
there is one thing like the Salamandra pilot is still hacker.
He's checking Zoc.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
but
checking for
it's a
the
killer
Chimera.
hacker.
Over here.
Yeah, he wants to get the Chimera.
Can actually, can I just check something?
Shooting the Chimera in the back would be beautiful. Yeah, I just... Can you template both?
I think yes, like
Yeah,
from
yeah,
this.
so the template from this point.
Yeah, from the.
Yeah, from the right-hand side.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Cool. It's a good play.
I will definitely do that. Now, what I'm thinking is.
Yeah, good play, and he got
Wants
lucky
to
as
see
well.
the back of
It's a
Chimera.
really nice result
Thank
for
you.
Papu.
Wants to move 5 inches and see the back of Chimera, and he's
Yeah.
not certain he can do this because he will eat the monster on the way. And alternative is like impersonate.
Okay, I'll do it. So.
I think he's going for it. I think he's going for it.
This one,
Yeah.
Command token. And then the Fidai is going to go.
If he does manage to nail that Chimera, that's so good.
And he can like put 2 into Chimera, 1 into Billy, and that's like 2 regular autos. I don't think that.
Would you risk it?
that's
I
good
wouldn't
play.
risk it. I'd put all of them into the Chimera, personally.
And the Chimera.
You're
Yeah.
a braver man than I am, Pojon. You're a braver man than me.
Yeah, see, but like he needs to go like take risks because he's
No, you
going
can't
like
yet, sorry.
from
You
the
gotta
back foot.
Yeah, that's right.
It's true, but he also has second player turn, so he's mission advantaged.
Yeah, I have a dodge. I had a dodge from him from this shot. Is it too late to take
Just
it? Up to you.
going back to a flash pulse
Okay.
dodge.
All right, that's fine.
But,
Yeah.
No worries.
Well, yeah. Are you sure? Because I don't like that. You know.
It's totally up to you. I like up to you.
Because well.
I'm
no,
fine.
because-
I won't be
Okay,
mad.
okay,
It's
okay.
okay.
No, it's because I didn't take back this.
Yeah, it was last order, so
So
makes
I
sense.
thought it's not bad.
So no dodge on the
What
flash
I'll do is
pulse.
I'll put 3 shots on the
Three.
camera.
3 shots
Yeah.
into the Chimera.
Chimera is the importanter.
I'm in good range, so you have no arrow.
Billy
So, that,
dodges.
Billy dodges, sure.
Yeah.
so 3 shots on 14s. With
Now, the interesting thing would be to see if Billy remains in
The Billy.
hits.
Okay.
two
So the
hits.
Billy is there to stop the line of fire there.
Well, no, because Billy's like S1, right?
Yeah, but Chimera can go prone. Yeah, she's unconscious.
She's
That's nice.
unconscious, though.
Yeah. Then the.
And then
Shakush
all
can
these
shoot.
guys are disconnected.
Yeah,
These are
Shakush can shoot
disconnected.
one of them and then go for the other moderator with the other Fidei.
Well, this
That's-
also
yeah,
it opens up the other Fidei. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That like the moment I saw this, like that's the thing, like because you don't know who is the lieutenant, and if you
Yeah.
kill them all, then
Yeah,
one of them
yeah,
is the
yeah.
lieutenant.
Very-
Exactly. This is a really, really nice flanking movement because with the Fidei taking out the Chimera in the back, the second Fidei now walks forwards, kills the other moderator, and Lobo could be in loss of lieutenant, probably is
Yeah,
in loss of lieutenant.
and Billy turned around, but he's
Yeah, I think he's
fixing it.
maintaining
for a
facing
second
to
he-
both. Yeah.
Yeah, he did the wrong facing for a second, but now it's fixed. Yeah, and like for now, I think Lobo is playing like cleaner and faster, but Papu is finding those
the
grips
perfect angle.
and yeah.
This is just like a really nice double Fide play. Like the way that he's using both of these Fides together.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why I was wondering whether Lobo should put those Popniks next to the Fide who was in the building.
Yeah.
So now the puppet bots are.
He could have discovered the Fide or at least block the movement totally.
Those Pupniks, I think, still block movement as far as I'm aware. Like they are still.
Yeah, you need to kill them, but you have a Shakush for a free order that you can like shoot one of them. And...
Yeah, use the tactical awareness on the Shakush. There we go. Here he comes. Yeah. So he needs to just clear a path, I guess.
Yeah, and he can even like start shooting the hacker if he moves there. But yeah, he's saying this is greedy. So he's safe here, and he wants him for later.
I'm confused by how big this guy is.
Yeah, S6 is...
No.
Yeah, Papu need to spend 3 orders to shoot the heckler, basically, or 3 movements.
It's kind of funny. All of this has come down to like a series, 75% chance of the drop.
Yeah. So Lobo's just pointing out that like all of the odds for everything that's happened here are so tight, right? So the Monstrucker just missed that mine. He just missed the dodges and the armor saves.
Yeah, because like killing the Puppet Master and Jazz, it was unlikely to kill them both, especially with the items they chose.
Yeah.
On top of that, there was another order that killed Chimera, and that's very unlikely because the mine would be there.
Exactly. It's really, really small efficiencies like this that matter in a game. If that mine was there, this wouldn't have happened, right? Or the Fide would have probably died, most likely.
Yeah. So I'm gonna shoot.
So Shakush shoots the middle Pupnik.
Yeah, there's technically still a way for him to heal the Chimera with Monstrucker, but that's
there is
going to take too many orders, so
it's 3 hits.
It's not very realistic.
What do you think of the Shakush here? Do you like it or do you not like it?
I want to grab the
Who, me or Panda?
No, just in general, to either of you.
Well, I think Shakush will definitely move somewhere else before the end of his turn. Now he's just opening up the way for Fide to kill the other moderator.
Yeah.
And then if there are orders left, he could move up with Shakush and shoot the heckler, or then just fall back to position where it was.
Yeah, and obviously the nice thing is, like, it's easy to criticize this list and say, well, there should have been an Asawira instead, but an Asawira isn't shooting, above 24 inches like the Shakush is.
Yeah, I think Shakush has a very good place in Bahram, much better than in Vanilla Hack, but still, like, it is HMG with tactical awareness, pretty durable, pretty cheap still.
Yeah, it's not that expensive. What is it, 55?
Asawira is like a more wholesome package, I would say, but there are limitations to what it can do, and Shakush can like punch above these limitations in a certain way.
Yeah, I think in Vanilla Hack Islam it's a close call between Shakush and Azrael.
Yes.
Yeah, the Azrael has much higher damage potential, but then Shakush is much more mobile.
Okay, so we're getting a coordinate out here, guys. We're getting.
Yeah, so he wants to go kill this hackler and other stuff. Yeah, because movement. Nice. Is it the last command token? It is.
Yeah, it is.
Looks like
yeah, and he's moving the Buried in the link.
Sure. So the Buried joint is going to move up into the link. Shakush is probably going to push.
The missile bot. Yes. The missile bot.
Is the missile bot the last one?
It's in the other. No. The missile bot is in the wrong group.
What was the 4th? I missed it.
It's only 3.
Okay, fair enough.
Did I log this guy?
Not gonna activate the Ghazi? No, it's the wrong group. No, okay, yeah.
So Lobo's gonna get Discover with both the Blast Pulse bot and Billy while he was
basically
there.
But he just wants to move.
Yeah.
Like 9 inches.
Yeah,
and then
basically the only thing is that it will take away the surprise shot.
No, because he's got 2 levels, right? He's got 2 levels of impersonation, so it just doesn't even matter. Like, it's completely irrelevant at this point.
Yeah, I'm so used to
good impersonation, not Toha.
Yeah, I'm so used to Toha impersonators.
Yeah, so. I mean, Toha inferior impersonation, as it was once known, I think.
Like, I wouldn't say no to like a 2-wound Fide, so I guess there are some.
2 wound plus Symbiomate. 2 wound plus a Symbiomate as well.
Yes, I've been rolled by Janstar before.
I have been rolled by Janstar too, and I'm very salty about it.
I lost a Fidei Saladin lately, and it was the first Saladin this year that I lost, and for the last, I think, 8 months.
First Saladin kill.
Yeah, so and I just misplaced him slightly, an angle was off and he landed in the DZ.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what we've been saying, isn't it? In these really competitive games, a very, very slight angle just being off just changes everything.
Yeah.
So Discover's going to the Fidei.
I have to tell you that 7 BTS saves is painful.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this guy can.
Yeah.
But the Morlock cannot.
I think the Morlock sees, yeah.
Deciding if the Morlock can see.
But the flashbot is standing, right?
The middle one. Yeah.
They are saying that the Morlock is seeing, but the flashbot is standing. So
the Morlock's prone, and anyway,
the flashbot would block the way, but it probably doesn't matter.
I'm not sure how much it matters.
It isn't, because he's going to reveal next order. Not next order, because flash pulse. Maybe he can next order because he will be in the back of the moderator, which
I think he just shotguns him in the back or something. Yeah.
The facing of moderator is a bit weird. It's possible to see the back
in the back. Yeah.
But currently, Billy does see. We'll see the.
Zero range.
Maybe loses a level. I don't know.
Yep.
Okay, so I go to.
So he goes to level 2. Okay. I am actually really, really impressed with the plays that Papu's managed to pull out this turn.
Yep.
Very, very good.
There was some luck involved.
There was.
There's no overstating that. As Lobo said, the mind that didn't land, the dodge that didn't connect, the hit that didn't connect with the Puppet Master. But when you are behind, you have to take risks, and he took them, and he was.
To be clear, this moderator, this, it's supposed to be covering this. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Sure.
Be like a line of fire.
Moderator is covering the corner, like we said, so its placement makes more sense.
Still, a template is a template. Moderator sucks at dodging.
I agree.
Yeah. But it will be risky to put a template. Just normalized shotgun hit mode, which is more reliable.
So,
yes.
So we're saying we can see each other, so I will delay.
Yeah, but I think this is clearly the not seeing the corner, but they just agreed. So I think that's a misplacement by the by Lobo, but Papu is.
Yeah, I think the intention here is clear that there's no reason why the moderator should be facing that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he going to shoot now or just go prone and move forward?
Well,
going forward gives him nothing really. Surprise attack. Okay, so if the Billy discovers, then
of course,
Discover, delay.
All right. So he's just gonna move.
Yeah, if Billy
again in
were
the CC.
No, I don't think he's going to CC. He just wants to not be seen by Billy.
Yeah.
If Billy did discover, then that's a shot.
Wow, you're good at discovering.
Okay, so Fidei's discovered. Is it the one with mines? Yeah, it's the one with mines. Okay.
Okay.
No, this makes sense because he just wants to hide it, right? Just wants to keep it.
Yeah, definitely.
He goes into melee again. Yeah.
I don't understand why. Okay, sure. I mean,
I would template him twice here.
Yeah. Very delayed. I would hit more because Billy also discovered.
This looks like a CC.
Alright, so he hit.
Yeah. Okay, this was really risky.
I would have shotgunned, right? I don't know.
Yeah, okay. I might not like the one die in melee, but still the plus for the crits adds up, but the moderator just negates that. So
exactly.
Yeah,
well, anyway.
If I were hitting on 26, then maybe, but I would most likely just template here and take the immobilize. But that's me. Maybe I'm not in the final for a reason.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The thing is, they are in the finals and I'm not, so hey. I would have probably done hit mode on the shotgun on 18s or 17s or something.
Yeah, I would have done the same. I don't know if that's the right call, but that's
I
what I
don't
would
know.
have done. Yeah.
Anyway, so
And
that's that done.
Yeah, now Shakus needs one move to see the heckler.
Yeah, he just goes all the way.
Papu is dismantling Lobo at the moment, but I think Lobo's going to come back with a Salamandra next turn, I think.
Yeah, but it will have to...
Lieutenant.
Yeah, but that's still like 4 orders
Yeah.
potentially with 2 command tokens. Oh,
He's
he
got
moves
command
back.
tokens, he's got tactical awareness. Yeah.
2.5. I'm trying to get some cover. Yeah, I have a turn.
And the Salamander will be the lieutenant next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, Lobo's definitely in loss of lieutenant now because both moderators are dead.
I don't know. Let me see if I get more than 2. Well, these 3.
5,
5,
6,
6,
8.
8.
Yeah, no cover, mimetism,
Might have crit me.
0 range.
I do.
No, you're 16.
Was I?
He's above 16, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm minus plus, so I'm 1 minus 3, and what did I roll? Okay.
5,
well,
6, 8.
yeah,
so
yeah. So 3
3
save.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, and what I can tell you about this play, like you see like this repeater and the hacking threat into your link's face, and the worst thing you can do is to activate the link to try to dismantle it. So he went like all the way around the table, like first activating the lieutenant, then the Ghazi for like some additional movement, and then like Fides, and like now it looks like he's dismantling Lobo. But it wasn't easy by no means.
No, he had to be very, very. He had to be efficient and he had to be careful. I think
unlucky as well.
Yeah, I think some of the plays were maybe like not the best statistically, like the CC plays, but hey, you know, they came off. Anyway, we're going to turn 2.
Everything else except the CC were like absolutely right calls by Papu and really excellent plays.
Yeah, they are commenting on the if the Puppet Master connected the shot.
I think Lobo's probably feeling a little bit frustrated because like that mine there missed by 1.
He was hitting on.
Well, the Fide, I
14s.
One last to go.
It was really just a very specific sequence of events that had to happen there.
He has one more order. Does he want to like kill the Billy?
Immobilize and isolate tags,
Yeah, so the Billy is a threat to Shakush. So he's going to try to kill Billy with like a template.
Except for Billy.
What's the fits of Billy? I've actually never checked.
Yeah. I'm grabbing cover.
Okay.
Yeah. So if Billy dodges, he shoots.
Yeah, I know you have. I know it.
Yes, he was. Yeah, and the little things like eliminating like. Right.
I guess I will.
He's just playing very carefully in this instance.
Yep. And that's another regular order, which is also important, like for later.
I actually really like that he went for both moderators because it just like he's guaranteed loss of lieutenant now, Lobo.
If I flash pulse you, I flash pulse you on. We're under 8, right?
Yes.
Either dodge you on 10 or shoot you on 10. So I might as well dodge.
Template.
I'll put 2 hit modes shotgun on him.
Why?
Oh, it's a dodge, so of course hit mode.
Yeah, he's dodging. So he's
right.
yeah. Billy dodges, so he puts 2 shots in.
Yeah, 1 hit.
2 hits, I think, right?
Is it
Isn't it like mimetism?
No, there's no mimetism on Billy. No.
All right.
No mimetism, so it's 2 hits, and that will end his turn.
Nice. That was a very effective turn.
Turn 2, here we go.
And this order left will be for
GoPro.
in the fire team.
Yeah. I was a little bit preemptive about going to turn 2. It's fine.
Yeah.
Because he's out now, isn't he? He has nothing, no more.
1 sec.
Now it's a big problem.
How many command tokens for Lobo? 2.
2.
Plus the tactical awareness. That's
Yeah.
yeah. He
What do you
has a
think
couple of
Lobo
orders.
can do at this point?
I'm really struggling to see the outs.
Yeah, he's trying to.
Yep. Setting up the pieces in good position for turn 3.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, if you don't mind, I'll just go fast because there's no arrows.
That's fine. Go ahead.
So, I mean, am I right?
No, there's no arrows. Go ahead.
Lobo still has
See your Monstrucker at any point?
some,
I don't think so.
well, quite decent amount of points on the table.
He does.
Because of Sally,
yeah,
Sally
he
mostly
does.
and Morans in the midfield.
Yeah.
So
I think Lobo maybe needs to. I don't know. I would back off slightly and just play the points that you have because he's got how many points to Salamandra? 75 or so.
72, I think.
Yeah, right. And then he's got 2 Morans. He can put points in quadrants, right?
Yeah.
He can't afford to lose more models though. I really don't think so.
Salamander and 2 Morans totally dominate the middle, so it's and killing at least one of the Morans is very difficult. Like the one on the top floor.
Yeah.
Like technically speaking, you could maybe see him from like the wall that Shakush is standing next to.
Do you know what I think he might try and do? I think he might try and move this Salamandra over to like where the Morlock is and try and shoot the Shakush like across the table.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I think that's what he might try and do.
Yeah, but then again, like Shakush can just guts back and like suffer like 1 or 2 wounds.
It's very unlikely to suffer 3 wounds.
Yeah, it will take 2 orders to even get to a position where he can shoot, and he's in loss of lieutenant, so
I don't know. Like that Salamandra's moving 10 inches, right?
Yeah. So first order is move. Second
first
order
order
is
move.
shoot.
Second order move shoot.
Yeah.
But he probably strips like
all,
1 wound, and that's it. Yeah.
Dali.
Yeah.
But the fides are also a problem because on Papu's turn he can just re-impersonate the fides, and then on his last turn the fides can take control of Lobo's
exactly
own zone.
Two fides, that's what, like 54 points, something like that. 53.
I would also like to point out how the Moran's Crazy Koala totally did not protect any of those troopers because it was forward deployed. Like I have a friend who plays Nomads and he keeps his Koala's mines like close to his deployment zone versus fides.
So one of the things I do when I play against Hackers
killing the fide.
or Toha is I put my mine layers and stuff in my deployment zone, and so that when the Fide comes, they actually do something.
Mr. Bot killing a Fide right now.
Yeah, makes sense.
And like if he was slightly closer to the Puppet Master, he would be safe.
He's gonna fire a missile at you.
Not really. He doesn't have to use template.
He does because it's guided. Unless
he's guided.
Unless he's doing like an actual shot, which he might be.
He might. Yeah.
I think he might just be like
he's doing it just because of this reason, I think.
Yeah, so if you want to protect yourself from guided, throw yourself next to an enemy, and they
although I think they are
which is funny.
more than 2 inches apart, so I think that would have been safe. but now he also gets to move the missiles.
You can see behind.
Yeah, it's just really funny, like how everything comes together, isn't it?
I'll just come back slightly so I can't see him. That's fine.
Yeah.
But the Fide can smoke against that.
Yeah. I think he could guided and the template wouldn't hit, but
you guys should get reset, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I reset on 12. Am I right? Because I'm -3 on resetting. Okay, and maybe
the day resets on 12. The guided missile hits but doesn't crit because of the targeted.
He's completely dead.
I think he's just dead. There you go.
Yeah, that was a good Fide.
Yeah, that's.
I remember him.
It's also a really nice one order,
Fiding.
right? Like one single order to kill a Fide. Good.
Yeah, that's the for me the missile bot is for this particular reason only, to kill stragglers that happen to stay somewhere with targeted on. That's the best use of the missile.
Yeah, I really like to include missile bots in almost all of my lists because they're cheap and if there's some way to target your opponents, usually missile bot is a pretty good investment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the whole N3, I played without any hacking, but in N4 right now, I have included some, and like these one missile bot feels like the same points and SWC as like the Havza heavy rocket launcher would, and it just like synergizes a lot better with
the list and stuff.
Meta.
Yeah, and also now the null deployment is much more common in N4, so Spotlight and missiles are a good way to deal with null deployment as well.
Yeah. And bikes.
Yeah, bikes are too. Yeah, one good thing about Lobo's list is how well it deals with null deployment, because there are puppets, there are popniks, there is good hacking and missile.
Yeah.
But if you don't null deploy, Sally is gonna shoot whatever it sees.
If you do null deploy, like Heckler.
Yeah, exactly. The Heckler just moves up and does its thing.
Yeah. The one thing with Heckler though is that it doesn't really care about whether you null deploy or not, because it can move first. You can only discover. Then it takes another 4-inch move and puts the fast panda
8 inches away.
for 8 inches. So basically, it can put the fast panda
20 inches.
always next to opponent's deployment zone.
20 inches of active like movement, and then for deployment, I think it's 8 or 4.
4.
Okay, so it's 24 inches out from your deployment zone. So
so it's at the
exactly on the edge of the opponent's deployment zone.
So
the only way to stop that is to have a mine in the midfield.
Yeah. And even then, they can just move around it.
With Papniks easily.
Yeah, exactly.
So obviously, if I were Lobo, I'd be thinking very carefully about what to do here, and of course he is.
Like compare his previous turn.
Yes, so much confidence in turn 1.
He spends like figuring out what needs to be done, because everything is expensive now.
Yeah, basically, Lobo can't really lose anything on Papu's next turn.
Yeah, I really like and appreciate what you were saying, Perjan, that, you know, Lobo did dig in with the Heckler, had the repeater down, the koalas were down as well, and Papu just found angles to completely walk around them. Just didn't care. He used the flanks, the far left of the board.
One question, wasn't there like a piece of wall in the space that Salamander is
Why
moving?
is there no wall there?
I think in the rehosting,
did it miss?
Deleted this thing.
They seem to have lost a piece of wall.
Yeah, I was wondering about that same earlier.
That's
and there
not
is
something.
No line.
Yeah, that's not something that happens in a real life game. I'm pretty sure there was a line from another angle anyway, to be honest with you. I think he could have shot from where the Morlock is.
Yeah, I mean, Shakus can see the Morlock at the moment, so...
I don't think it matters, but it's a very strange thing to
But he's pre-measuring angles again before spending orders, so I don't like it again.
You're a stickler, aren't you, Perjan?
I'm sorry, I just don't like it. And there were like other issues with other players that were raised, like that this was wrong, and I think like it shouldn't be used for like differentiating some players that are okay with doing this and other players that are not okay doing this. Like, if you know what I mean, like I think it's bad. Like,
so yeah, he's going for the Salamander play. That's fine.
Yeah, I understand your point, Persan. I think the difficulty there is that there's so many different metas that have different ways of playing, and that isn't like strictly forbidden in the rules, because line of fire is open information. So that's something that you have to like.
Yeah, but I think you can go around and like put your camera somewhere, but like placing a silhouette is a no.
Yeah, I mean, like this isn't really an argument that we can solve on a live stream for a game.
No.
Like, I've seen people do it. I've seen people dislike it. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So this is the play that I suggested. Salamandra takes on the Shakush, but of course you two were right. It's very unlikely to actually do more than.
But so far, it's taken only like no command tokens so far.
It's an efficient play anyway. I mean, he's going to get there in 2 orders.
Yeah,
So-
it might kill him. Like it's
I'm going
burst
to-
5, right?
Yes, burst 5, BS 14.
Yeah, it can down it in 1 burst.
And bear in mind, obviously, this range, we're outside of 32 most likely, so it's going to favour the Salamandra.
Can
Yeah,
shoot
it's
what,
0
AP
range.
or shock?
AP or shock.
Okay. I will dodge.
You can dodge.
Dodging the
Dodge.
Shakush.
Yeah, because I don't think we are. But
Yeah, physical 11 and BS with cover should be like 8.
Yeah.
That's a crit.
Ooh, and it's a crit on the Salamandra, so hold your horses on what we were saying about him not killing.
why
It's not a
crit?
Oh, so
It's
no.
not
Oh,
a
is it?
zero range.
No, because it's 0 range. So they're rechecking. It's just outside of 32.
Yeah.
what?
It's not a crit.
And then the dodge.
Here's my dodge.
Dodging.
I fail.
That's a fail, so 2
So
hits.
2 hits, but he's not dead.
And
No, but he does take 2 wounds.
how many wounds do I have?
Oof.
3. Okay.
Yep.
Not
Does take 2 wounds.
Not bad.
Yeah, and he
What
needs
did I
2
roll, by the way?
guts.
Because
5 and a 6.
Yeah.
So-
that's not enough. Wait, it's not unconscious. It's 2 wounds.
Yeah, he needs 2 guts back.
1 and 2, and I'm gonna fail guts.
he fails guts. There we go. It was a really nice attempt though, right?
It can go prone, so yeah, but and he cannot like claim cover there. But there are no threats on this side.
No,
Yeah.
but no engineer on the Hassassins side of the board at all.
Like, to be fair, I don't like engineering mant tags.
So I will
Yeah, currently if the engineer could kill a tag, and the tag is safe where it is.
I guess what I'm saying is that like this Shakush is stuck on 2 wounds, right? Like
Yeah.
taking 2 damage now. There's no coming back from that.
The Monstrucker
And that opens it up to all sorts of things.
is
It is kind of funny that Zali is currently, or sorry, Zali's shot Shackles from a position where there was a wall. Basically,
Yeah.
Zali is now inside the wall, but they did miss the fire lane on
They
the
missed
other
the
side
fi-
of this
yeah,
wall,
there was
where
another-
Zali could have been able to see
Yeah.
Shakus next to Morlock.
This
So
isn't
the
going to
result
be,
would have been the same.
okay, and then
considering loss of lieutenant. This isn't going to be a terrible turn for Lobo. I don't think,
4 more.
considering how few orders he has.
Just planning out.
Yeah. What do you think Papu's going to do to follow up in the next turn? Probably try and get rid of the last few orders and really strangle Lobo,
Like,
or
get
move
rid
into
of the
position?
midfield, I would say.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the midfield needs to go like the Morans somehow. Like the Shakush can still like it will need to tangle with Salamander, which it doesn't want to, but like the Farzan might go like clear at least one of the Morans.
Mhm.
Maybe I know Mutavia can just throw smoke and then block Salamander as well.
But
Fidei,
Farsans are more in points than Morans.
yes.
Yes,
That-
they are.
Is it
They are.
actually necessary to clear Moran with a Farsan?
No,
And
but
there's the
that's
Koalas as well.
orders.
I think Papu's play is to strangle Lobo, take all his orders away, and leave him with just the Salamandra or something like that. Maybe he has like 2 or 3 orders left, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't think Lobo is going to give any easy kills for.
I should
for
hope
his
not.
next turn.
No, I should hope not.
Yeah, and the thing is, if the Fidei impersonates and stays for the last turn, the missile bot and the TR bot outweigh him in points, both, and the transductor. So just moving the Fidei into the far zone is not going to be enough.
No.
But they would have to move. And right now in the far zone, I mean the close zone for Lobo,
Yeah.
there is like the Morlock, and that's it. It will change, definitely. But the models that might be in the middle, out to dominate the middle, is I think the Salamander, or it might even go deep. But I don't think that's the best play, especially as he's going first. But thinking of like the zones, what he can dominate, like Salamander would ideally like to stay behind just to secure the close zone, then the Fidei cannot take it.
Yeah.
And then some more points need to go into the middle. But if the Salamander stays back, then the Shakush and like Farzan and like Effing just dominates the middle.
Yeah, that's the real problem that Lobo has, is that he doesn't really have enough models to convincingly take 2 zones, right? So Papu can play around it and just go, okay, like you've got the middle, I'm just going to take the far, or you've got the far, I'll take the middle.
And the thing is, I don't know what classifieds he has, but he has made a telemetry, and all he has on the table are now a Fort Observers and Engineer, and like the hacker in the Salamander, of course. But the potential for classifieds is greatly diminished right now for Lobo.
Yes. They did both take Intelcom, so they could screw around with points a little bit. But because they both took Intelcom, you know, it...
All right. So it must have been
I think Lobo lost the Intelcom role, so Lobo would have to pick the zone first.
Yeah.
It probably is not going to make a big difference, but...
So 1 and 3, and then...
So it's just walking around onto the wall.
Papu still has a 4-man link that he can spread out pretty efficiently on his last turn.
Yeah, let's not write off Yara's marksman rifle. Or did she die?
Yara is still alive.
No command tokens.
Where's Yara?
He
has climbing plus. He just walks down the wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've lost Yara. Oh, she's there. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
I found her.
But I think it would be a mistake to engage Sally.
Yeah, but he's...
That would be waste of orders.
I like that he's already moving pieces forward.
Yeah,
that's what Lobo has to do.
Yeah, it makes complete
sense.
sense.
On third turn, I think Sally is the lieutenant, and he just needs to kill stuff with Sally. And if there's a way to attack a link with Sally on Lobo's third turn, then Lobo has a decent chance.
Yeah.
Basically, Papu needs to hide his link well on his second turn.
Yeah, because I think the thing that I was saying with Yara and the AP marksman rifle is that if Lobo dares to commit to the middle with Sally, Yara can dig that out.
Group 1. We have this.
Yara's fine at digging that out if it ends up in the middle of the board. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, Lobo's nearly out of orders now. He's just got about 3 left.
Control.
Checked it. Control.
I'm gonna move. The first short skill move. I'm not gonna go anywhere. Okay. And then I'm gonna measure zone of control.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to
Koala.
put a crazy koala.
Yeah. Yeah. That obviously covers the movement of the fire team, but I imagine Papu will probably just blow it with the Ghazi or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Spend another order. I'll activate this morning.
Oh, I'm a bit tired.
Actually, he's just gonna crawl. I guess to crawl 3 inches. No, 2.5. Because
gets to crawl 2.5. Yeah.
Just to be clear, is anyone gonna be able to see him from anywhere?
Yeah. You're fully right.
I don't.
If he's scrolling, no way.
He'll just go forward 2 inches like that, and
then place another koala. I think this is like efficient. You just want to reduce Papu's fire team movement. Makes sense.
Yeah. Just behind the dumpster.
Yeah. Or in that little nook there, like here maybe. One or the other. Dumpster's better, I think.
Yeah, it is more difficult to remove with one Ghazi going in the middle.
He goes on the other side though. He goes on the other side. Fine.
So on Papu's turn, he will use Impetuous with Ghazi, throw smoke to block Sally, and he could actually, with Ghazi, probably take out the Moran from the building.
Yeah, it's very possible, isn't it? So Lobo's saying, I don't have too many models left. I need to maximize all the points I have, so everything's moving into a zone. Everything's getting out of my deployment zone and actually scoring.
Yeah.
Yep. And he still keeps the 2 command tokens for later.
Yeah, that makes sense because then he can maximize the orders for Sally for third turn, for example.
Or coordinate, because he will need like move or place. Like there are no.
Why is the Transductor coming so far? Because I think Yara can easily shoot the Transductor if it comes too far.
The flashbot. I don't know. Or maybe he just leaves it there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, with AP
doesn't Yara see it already?
Well, like it's prone. It's prone. It's prone.
Oh.
So it's actually not that hard to shoot. Not that easy to shoot. Sorry. I think that's turn. Does he have one more? Maybe.
But who is it? The last one?
No, it's true.
You moved everybody.
No, that's right. Yep, that's it.
He's moved everything. Yeah. So we're going over to Papu.
Okay.
And I think he just lost a Fide.
So I haven't made any mistake. I still have my lieutenant, the parade.
I think all you lost was the Fide on that turn.
Yes, that's right.
Hmm.
And he's unconscious.
So let's see how Papu uses this Mutawea here, because I think this could be a very aggressive push from the Ghazi, potentially.
So this is how it looks, apparently. Now I need to think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can freely use the impetuous move and throw smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah. He needs it though.
What we'll be able to see.
Yeah. Still obviously got a Farjan on this other side next to the Shakush as well, so, I mean... Papu still has a lot of utility.
Like for me, Farzan is like classifieds.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, depending on the classifieds.
And at this moment in time, I think Papu still wants to kill as many things as possible.
Yeah.
And strangle Lobo, as we said. And there are definitely like the flash boost bot, the Moran are there for the taking.
I think the optimal play would be to use the Ghazi to...
He's asking if the hacker joins. But he wasn't on
But he wasn't in the fire team, so I don't think he gets to join it.
Reformed, like it was originally part of the fireman team, but then you reformed it as a four-man team, or
Yeah.
team without him in it.
Yeah.
So he won't join the team because he wasn't in it originally.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I mean, you know, we talk about mistakes on both sides. That Barid being like 0.2 inches out of the team was
not remembering number 2.
Yeah, not remembering number 2. That could have really changed things.
Especially as the Salamander lost one face-to-face.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that could have been 2 continuous damage saves on the Salamander, which is a little bit spooky.
So I'll do the impetuous.
Well, we're going with the impetuous, so here we go.
This Ghazi could potentially get rid of Moran and both koalas if it gets lucky, but that's like...
I like Ghazis.
Not likely.
Similar troopers. They are often like the game changers.
Yeah.
Control, because I can. Oops, sorry.
Yes, he's just checking to see.
So what I'll do is I'll put
smoke.
Smoking.
Now, one cool thing to do would be to put the smoke to block only the Sally and then shoot the Transductor with Shakus.
It is a bit difficult, like
to do that. I think.
Yeah,
that's
if
rough.
You don't place the full template. I would say it's.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's like a long smoke. Then
he checked his zone of control to the left, but he didn't check it straight forwards.
Here we go. Checking. Yeah, a long smoke is still fine.
He can do it. If you put smoke there, Sally will be blocked, but not the Transductor. So.
Yeah.
Nice.
Exactly.
So smoke on a 15, right?
So
yeah.
Are we allowed to do that?
Allowed to do what?
I wasn't okay. I know you're 100% able to measure zone of control. I wasn't sure if you're able to put the smoke template down and then.
I think it's yes, you can do it.
So
in N4, I mean.
He should have measured the zone of control and then placed the smoke template afterwards. But like whatever.
Yeah, I think he's asking if he can like check if the template when it's large is in the position he likes.
So my understanding is you place the point of the template, but I don't know.
That's also something that is played differently in different metas.
Yeah, there is nothing about like scatter anymore, so there is no choosing the point. You just place a template, and it's the same like with the missiles and stuff. So there is an argument both ways.
I think you do still need to like choose the point of the floor that you're throwing the smoke on, but like whatever. It's not really going to change this order. It doesn't make a difference here.
I mean,
now that you can measure zone of control, it matters even less than it used to. Really.
Yeah. Right over it.
Yeah, well, I know, but I mean, at this point.
Oh, they're seeing.
Can you see that spot?
Yeah.
So Lobo's saying that he can't cut this line of fire. They can both just see.
Like, wait. You could see.
See if he changes his mind. I don't know.
Maybe. Hold on, because that is interesting. So basically, your tag can see up to here.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't agree.
The tag cannot see like through this gap.
So yeah, I'll try to put a smoke there.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So I think they've resolved that.
The tag will be able to see Gazi if it moves to the room where Moran is.
Yeah, it will. It will. But the smoke goes down. So.
Yeah.
I didn't see where you put it. That's all.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
think that might be why there was this argument with Lobo, like
he didn't see
the measuring.
Yeah,
because he just saw like the full template go, and that's why he was like asking why. And like 100% Papu just measured and then placed the marker and only then checked.
Well, I think he did a zone of control check and then placed the marker.
Control. Yeah, but he placed the center and then like didn't move the thing, just like checked how much it covers. Did he roll? Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
No one sees you there. I guess the Moran will shoot.
Oh, he's doing a preemptive shot with the Moran just in case he comes around. Because we live in a brave new world of preemptive shots.
Does he shoot the Koala now?
Yep.
No, because I
have no arrows.
I'll drop another
smoke. Oh, another smoke, yeah.
Right there.
Just to. Yep, you can definitely see this spot.
I'm not sure you can place a deployable as a zone of control thing either, but I don't know.
You can. And the Moran has used both of its koalas as well.
Okay, fair enough. So it's not even a thing. Smoke fails.
Alright, so I will.
I mean, this Gazi only has a chain rifle and breaker pistols anyway, so it's not like.
Yeah, like Moran has a mimetism, so I.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how can you have that idea? You know.
You've been doing great so far. So.
No, not really. I met
you made this was one tiny mistake. It's not like a huge deal.
By the way, I think Lobo is already securing HVT from Papu with the Moran on the taller building.
Yes, it looks like.
Yeah. There's the HVT here, right, and the Moran's there. Yeah, it's very likely. It's very likely. He could have checked that, right? He could have checked it.
Currently, it's a bit difficult for Papu to secure the HVT, but of course, on his turn, he can move there, unless there are.
Yeah, but there are koalas.
Yeah.
Salamandra and TR bot like on the hunt, and the missile bot is also watching there right now.
Yeah. But I'm not sure if the missile bot actually sees over the boxes.
Yeah, but like if there is like something like S2 sized, I would say like it might be seen.
I'm reasonably sure the play is to just push the Ghazi, like, into the Moran. Trigger as many of the koalas as you can and try and shoot the Moran at the same time. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trading up.
Yeah.
He still needs the smoke, otherwise he'll be shot by the flash pool spot before he can see the Moran.
Yes, maybe. Maybe.
No, I think he can go like next to this.
He could just walk out of cover, right? Just literally just walk straight forwards.
Yeah, just move out. Yeah, I think it would be enough to like see him in one order.
But I don't know, like this is a very hack Islam, like just sacrifice your pieces kind of mindset.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess 4 inches would be enough to see the Moran. And take out at least one koala.
At least one koala, maybe 2, depending on where you get to. Yeah.
But the problem is that Ghazis only have a pistol and
the chain rifle.
Break piston chain rifle.
Yeah.
So
but the Morons suck at dodging. They are like physical 11, so there's like 55% of them dodging.
Yeah, but there's still then after that 30% chance of actually succeeding the armor save.
Yeah, I don't really like the chain rifle.
Yeah, I would don't like those odds. It's less than 50% to actually kill the Moran, and then there's a free flash pull shot, possibly shot from Maggie as well, and Koala.
Yeah, then normally you are counting on Doggett kicking in, but koalas are shocked.
The koalas are shocked, so it wouldn't.
And flash pulse is done. So
what's he going with? He's going with the Fide. Okay, sure.
Is Fide gonna take care of the flash pulse, or
what, by shooting it in the back or something?
Play here.
But remember, there's a koala up here, right? So he can't.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to be careful here. Does he get missiled?
The missile bot will see you as you come.
The missile bot definitely sees him.
Oh.
I thought it was prone.
No, it wasn't prone.
That's a big misplay.
Yeah, no, I mean that's just a straight up mistake, I guess.
Do you mind if I just take that back?
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Sure. I mean, Lobo's had some take backs, so it's fine.
Roll dice. You're cool. No worries.
Yeah.
It's not touch move.
I think they're both being
Just
very kind
the order,
to each other.
Yeah.
So with that order, what I'll do is
Re-impersonate.
I'll go like
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, just impersonate some moves.
Then I'll spend an order.
See, you can be in the finals of a major tournament and not be an awful person. So there you go. It's great, isn't it?
Mexican wave. Woo.
I think it was something like 5 over here.
Cool.
Now you can see me.
It's really nice, like that they're being so accommodating with each other. Actually,
I mean, they know they are being streamed.
maybe it would be a different game if they weren't being streamed.
Yeah. Well, I think they would be kind to each other, even if it wasn't streamed.
So go ahead with your
I don't really understand what the Fide's doing here, to be perfectly honest.
He wants to be out of Kara's range. He wants to kill the flash pulls.
He's discovered by the guided missile.
I guess you discover me here. Is that more than 32? Oh yeah, it's
Doesn't matter. I crit you then.
okay. All right, fine. Thank God I didn't.
Didn't reveal. He would have died. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that a crit if Lobo rolls a 4?
Whip
13, yeah.
Whip 13
-9,
minus 9. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll go stealthy. I'll go over here.
I really don't like this because if this
he's only
Morlock
one
reveals
level.
him, he's stuck with that koala there.
If a monster I could see him.
The Ghazi can
Then the
bring
Ghazi has to
koala.
sacrifice himself, like definitely to stop that.
Just needs to be in this corner, like next to the barrels,
That's all it sees you. is
and
just-
then it should be like out of range. Like
Did you turn the bot around?
No, the bot doesn't see you.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
Kind of
so
needs to
I'm
like
gonna
walk.
move
Yeah, there you go.
here.
That's where he needs to be.
yeah,
That's where he needs to be.
That
Yeah,
will
yeah.
get in, you will cross my line of fire then if you come across like that because I'll see you.
Sure.
yeah. So he.
And the bot can see.
Like you'll end your move behind my line of fire.
All right.
Yeah. So he's crossing past the line
Yeah,
of
but
fire.
that's fine.
That's fine.
I think he will dodge.
Oh dear. They
Yeah,
moved
just
the
really-
floor.
Yeah, he had, I think.
I think I copied the board.
Where are we? Yeah, sorry. So this Fide moves.
All right. So what I was saying was,
Yeah.
when you move, right? When you move to here, you will end your movement beyond my line of fire, but you will cross it, and so I will have an ARO when you cross it. That's all.
Okay, so then I'll stop just in the moment I don't see you.
Yeah, but like doesn't
Okay, so if you stop like right here,
doesn't Lobo have
Yeah,
a
but he'll
Monstrucker
do this-
arrow anyway, right?
Or you can
Like
just go
Yeah,
like this.
he should just walk.
he should just
behind,
go.
and that's
He should just go. Like that Monstrucker can see him, and
And he cannot reveal with that order.
Yeah,
anyway,
and he will
because
be in the
Koala is there.
Koala's range.
Okay.
Son of control.
right?
Yeah. Go ahead with your discover.
we're really bad for backseat gaming here, aren't we? Like really bad.
Yeah.
Like,
So I'm gonna spend another order.
Yeah, he's not wanting to invest Shakush.
No, we're far away.
he's checking this up.
Yeah.
Last. Oof.
I think he needs to hide Shakush because it only has one wound left and it's
From this point.
a lot
Yeah,
of
but he
points.
has. Yeah, but he has a free order, so he can reposition it somewhere.
Yeah.
Was to.
Interesting to see Papu be so careful here as well. Like because we both expected him
Yeah.
to maybe be a bit more bold, perhaps.
Idle there.
I have no arrows.
Oh, he shoots the
Now we
bot
shoot the bot at the back.
Sure.
from outside of 8.
So you are behind my front arc.
Yeah, he's outside of 8 from the Koala. He's
He's like he's
order.
8.1, 8.2, something like that.
Yeah, but like doesn't give.
It doesn't give a lot of
With
movement
a-
and stuff. Like,
But
It's
I will
like-
go prone.
You can't go prone.
he idled. He can't go prone.
Ah, okay. My bad. Yeah.
But still.
Okay, so I'll just put 3 shots with the rifle.
Yep. So you should be +3, -3.
Yeah. So 3 shots on.
11's on the Fide, unopposed.
The best kind of
One hit.
exchange.
Come on, dice. You can do it for me. Give it to
Come
me.
on, Lobo dice. No. Gross. Okay.
Now the Moran dice.
So now.
The Gazi still have 3 orders,
Yeah, so this Fide's definitely out, right? We know that.
but we now know the.
Now I can't find the stupid thing to.
There we are.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
I have to question.
And he has.
Tell you what I want to do. Let's see if it's possible. What I want to do is, I just want to come here, just to see your.
See the Monstrucker.
I don't think you're going to be able to.
So I want to go like click, click, clack, clack.
Click, click, clack, clack.
This
If he
seems
climbs
reasonable.
on the boxes,
Yeah, he like just
if
walks up and climbs the
possible,
boxes, right?
If there's enough movement to
Yeah, but
also
the-
get down from the boxes.
The problem is the zone of control of the koala.
Fantastic.
Like,
Yeah.
yes,
he can
can
do it. The only problem
Oh.
is that the boxes are probably smaller than his base.
Yeah, so he'd have to
So-
get back down again. He can't like stay
Yeah.
up there. Yeah. I think he can feasibly do this, but I think he triggers
Yeah.
the koala, as far as I can tell.
No, probably not. Or I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't know. It's
it's gonna be close.
Like I don't know if you can look over the building
So
because
what I
it
wanna do is
goes
basically,
as a parapet
I
as
wanna
well.
come- well,
And if he goes like on the left side of the wall, then he will be most likely in Koala range.
My arc, though. I don't think you.
yeah.
no, I don't. Well,
I think they'll both just
I think if you
shoot
come out far enough,
each other.
You're just clipping it, so.
yeah. What?
Okay.
But wait a minute, because I have 2 orders. So maybe I could just wait a little bit.
Yeah, clear the Koala with the.
Yeah.
Just shoot the
If he-
koala.
I'm
Shoot the
gonna
koala.
measure from not from moving, but like from the previous one. Yeah,
You're
it's-
over 8.
He's over 8,
I am,
just.
but maybe if I go
The
there,
corner is probably not
Get hit.
Yeah.
over 8.
Yeah.
But he could
might get hit.
either use the Gazi or then shoot the koala with first order.
Just like rifle the koala, right?
Yeah.
But he needs 2 orders. I mean, he needs 1 order to re-impersonate Fide, otherwise Fide will die. And that's 27 points.
To what, though?
To Salamander.
And I will.
I mean, Salamandra would have to then spend loads of orders, like walking.
Well, I hope not.
Well, maybe you're right.
I mean,
maybe
Salamander
you're
is anyway going to move forward somewhere into the middle, so we can easily shoot the Fide.
Oh, he's doing it. The first try.
You're not far enough.
He can't do this. He can't do this, right?
Past this wall.
Okay, so you know what? I'll just stop there.
Okay.
I'll just stop there, and I'm gonna shoot the koala because I don't want to risk it.
Okay.
Yeah.
He couldn't have gone up onto the boxes and back down again with the movement he had.
Yeah, but he can go forward.
1 crit. Isn't that a crit? Oh well, whatever.
Now the last one.
+3, -3 for the cover and stuff.
Yeah. Now he goes up and down.
So he's just gonna like vault up and vault down or something.
Yeah. He's checking.
Yeah. So I'll do that, and I'll end my movement right there.
Yeah. Just to see the monster.
So I'm trying to.
Oh, I guess if he vaulted up, the thingy wasn't in cover, so it wasn't a crit. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
Here.
See.
Alright, so I'm just gonna dodge.
Non-strucker dodges, I guess, or something.
I believe I'm long range.
Fail. God,
but
Lobo's
that's like,
dice. I feel bad.
8.
Measure with the breach.
It's above
No,
16.
I'll be -3.
Yep.
So 3 on
Eight.
8s.
Here come shots into thing.
One hit.
4.
Let's see if Lobo makes 1 save.
I'm gonna fail.
Can he make 1 save? Yeah, he can.
He can.
He can.
So I will
Finally.
guts 2 inches to him.
To break. To get into cover. Nice.
Okay, wait. I might-
Orders left on the Fide.
0. 1 irregular tactical awareness, so 0.
So he can't re-impersonate.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna
He's
use the
sitting.
tactical awareness using the smoke that I just placed carefully, and I'm wondering.
I wonder if the Shikush just crosses the smoke and just parks himself, like,
I don't
you know,
wanna die.
near to where the Putniks were.
No, I think I'm.
Is
fine
he gonna
with
shoot the koala or
Actually,
what is
The
he
one.
trying to
Oh, he
do?
might as well. I don't.
But
Yeah,
there might
because
not
the
be enough
Gazi can
movement to.
I'm just gonna hit cover.
What's he doing?
He might not have enough movement to get back into total cover
Yeah.
if he shoots the koala.
What is he doing?
Just
Protecting
hiding the
himself.
shakus.
Just hiding? Okay.
And I'm gonna use my NCO guy.
Speculative grenade on
No.
Moran.
It's time.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll use my Mutawi again.
Mhm.
Now I have no problem with this guy because he
Yes.
can error me. And
I think the
what I'll do
Matoy is going now.
I'll just go here to. Whoop, sorry. To 1 inch here out of the smoke, and 1 inch back.
I think he's still in the smoke. I think he needs to go. He can't, like, do that. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, he will not see him
And
from this
now I wanna
position.
see whether or not you are far enough for the tag to see you, which I think you are. Yes.
I think it was like there.
No, because come down. And
The tag can definitely see that Ghazi.
Okay, then I can go there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
100%.
play
You
was-
can see the
The play
Ghazi.
is to go next to the lantern
I'll just go
right now.
here.
Now that koala is
I mean,
gone.
Okay.
And because
No.
behind the lantern, the tag will
Okay,
not
so
see.
I'll just go there.
You're gonna go there. You sure?
Yeah. You can not. Yeah, I'm sure.
I can't see it. Okay. So I'm going to. I'll dodge.
Okay. So I will.
Yeah, if Papu moves next to the plant and the street light, the Sally won't be able to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could have moved, like, straight through the smoke.
Right there.
No.
No, because you're in the smoke, right? So you...
No, he can see
Like, he could, like-
before he.
Oh,
smoke.
he's not touching. He's yeah, okay. He didn't start in the smoke.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. Sorry, I was very confused about the order that everything happened in here.
Plenty of smoke.
Okay,
No problem.
so all of this is just to say, get out of here, Salamandra.
Gonna go 4.
And then he hides in the building. Oh, but there is a koala there.
Watch the Ghazi fluff this face to face. After all that, we all know this is what's going to happen, right?
He's dodging.
11. If you dodge,
Looks to be out of koala range for me.
put a wait.
Probably.
So
There's
you
a
have
cover
mimetism,
mimetism.
and do you have cover?
Is that like 8s?
So I'll be
8s on
+3,
breaker
-3.
pistol.
So
Yeah,
that's
2 dice on 8s.
dice on
Still better to have a face-to-face.
I think so.
I'll put 2 dice on 8s.
If he's not dying to the koala, then yeah, just
Do you have any
Just
ammo?
shoot him.
Nor BTS. Okay, so 2 shots. The pistol breaker.
Okay.
Nope.
Fully failed.
All right. Now this is the important bit.
Ooh.
No,
Thank you.
Yes, no, maybe.
I don't think so.
Check the state.
No.
It's just
no.
out.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was all well planned.
Oh dear.
They are looking for the koala in the middle right now.
So I can't find the koala, but
I can't find the koala.
so let me roll my dodge. Not that it really matters.
Yeah, got it.
Do dodge. I crit.
You can go into melee.
His close
Yeah.
combat-
Yeah, they're going in, I think.
Close combat is 15.
15.
That locks him down
Nice.
from further attacks.
Dodge the
Yeah.
base,
Alright, sweet.
Yeah.
Because I think. Because I think I'm better there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orders remaining. I think it's 1, maybe.
Hmm.
We're about to go into
Yeah.
the final turn, I think.
Yeah, 1 order plus the NCO order for Papu.
Yeah, yeah.
Does he? Activate?
Risky, but it's
Yeah.
Does he-
I don't think he. I don't.
What is my
I mean, he
CC
could
weapon?
just use the impetuous order on his last turn
Okay,
to
well, I will. Yeah, why not?
kill them around.
Don't.
CC each other.
No.
I'm gonna hit you with
Don't
the
do
big
it,
10.
Pap.
10.
10.
10 and
What a
10.
slap
There we go.
fest.
So we're engaged.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
You already
No.
spent your 10 order, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
He,
So what I'll do
Fire
is
the grenade.
just quickly.
But I think he needs to move because Yara is a bit exposed.
Yeah.
yeah, Yara's like
But
right here. Yeah.
because this guy is too exposed.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, the grenade would be more fun, but
so let's just
he
go
has
You
to
know.
move.
8. And
She's
Yeah.
just double moving. That's yeah.
Yeah.
wait a second. You go like
Back
I
where
mean-
she came from. Yeah, because
Also,
the
like-
left side is too vulnerable to Salamander going
It
there
is.
or
I
stuff.
think Salamander could still perhaps go the backfield
now,
of
yes.
Papu and kill the
Yeah.
missile bot shoot
Wherever the
uh,
fire
the
chain
killer
is,
hacker and Yara,
okay.
and still
Yeah,
maybe
but-
have enough orders to get back to.
Mm, at least park in the far zone, like.
Mm.
But there's a kush, like the baggage could like climb down.
Just kill one guy overall.
That's
Yeah,
turn.
like
Yeah. Let's go into turn 3, I guess.
yeah, I think that they both killed like one guy in their turn. So I think that's also summarizes like after this like bloodbath for a first turn and
Yeah.
like you have all the best pieces in the best places, or you like take the big risks to like strangle your opponent.
Mhm.
Then as you start like the dust settles and you start to plan your last turn, like at the start of the second turn you should be planning your last turn.
Yeah, definitely.
And then these like very safe exchanges take place,
Yeah.
and that's what we had here. Like both players like taking every little bit of like risk out of their equation.
Absolutely, like very big, bold plays on the first turn. Like you push things forward and you take risks, and then once you're a bit low on orders and things have died, you do the safer plays at that point.
Yeah, now the Fide will die at some point.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because he...
Yes, but let's
he
also bear in
smokes,
mind,
he-
right? This is last turn for Lobo, right? So he has to put
Yeah.
stuff in zones now. He has to put
Yeah.
stuff in zones, or he just loses.
Now, if the Fide just happens to like throw a smoke or dodge successfully, like
Wait,
a smoke,
are you moving
like
that?
if he's...
Yeah,
I might
so
be-
first short skill,
Okay.
arrows. Because
I
I
don't
think
know.
I can't see you. Yeah,
No, but maybe you are in zone of control.
No.
You can, the other way.
No.
No, I'm not.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's
Well,
okay.
we're not. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna move here.
Yeah, so I think Lobo moved 2 models into his second group, where Sally is.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
And
he did.
Sally is the lieutenant now, so there is
That was Lieutenant.
six orders for Sally.
The problem is where is he going to put Sally? Because that dictates like what Papu does.
Like she needs to kill, like she goes left because she needs to kill the Fide and then she needs to kill the Shakush.
Yeah.
And she can do it very easily both ways because there is a flamer, so the Fide cannot smoke.
Yeah, I can see here.
He can
Sure,
only dodge.
but Fide's dodging on 12 isn't awful.
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
But the HRMC is 5 dice.
5 times.
Yeah.
All right. So you are -3, and well,
And the next order is without cover.
Yeah.
I failed.
He fails, so there you
Yeah.
go. Like that's a dead Fide.
Pretty safe.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
very safe for Salamander. And then it goes and kills Shakush.
Barely. He's dead.
He only just dies, but he does die.
Yeah, this opens up a little bit of the HVT for Papu, but then there is the
Sorry, can you
reaction
move
zone.
this impetuous order? He's just
Yeah, I'm
moving
not
forward.
sure it does that much.
I wouldn't allow that.
I wouldn't, but there we go. They're getting too excited now. It's the end of the game.
Yeah,
Actually, we gets to move forward 5 because he has climbing plus. And then prone.
Was the Fide prone or standing up?
Standing, I think.
Okay.
I think standing.
the video
Yeah,
was standing. Yeah,
But yeah, I guess it would not see the Moran or Morlock anyway.
Don't think so.
That was the impetuous order.
yeah. He's going for the Shakush,
You are under.
Yeah, I'm under.
and
Yeah. Understandable.
yeah, the Shakush is fair game.
This is why it was actually so important that the Shakush took 2 wounds in that last turn, because that's a really easy kill for the Salamandra now.
Yeah.
And he needs to be so careful because at the end of the game, this is just about points in zones.
Mm-hmm.
And without the Fide
And then
and without the Shakush,
He cannot enter.
Yeah, his ends there.
Got covered, though.
Yeah. Just previously, Lobo moved quite heavily through the corner, like over there,
So we got in cover.
which
Shoot.
I don't really like because it was able to get like 1 or 2 inches of extra movement
Oh.
there.
7 goes through, and 12.
7 and 12, I think. The
6 damage.
No,
14. That's
plus
unconscious.
6 is not enough.
he's not in cover, is he? He's not in cover. No.
He was in cover, but it doesn't
He
matter.
was?
AP.
That's
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
of
touching
course.
like this nook here.
all right.
Like the
Oh,
AP.
yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, alright. But it's AP, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. So it's unconscious, right? 3 wounds.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Like, Lobo could legitimately win this, actually. He really could.
I think it will be very difficult for Papu to actually untangle himself and
Yeah.
outscore. And there are some classified that are scored at the end of the game and not
There
revealed
are.
before, like Predator.
So who do you have
That
left? You have
somebody might have.
this Farzan.
That's right. The Camel.
Camel.
This 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. The
And the-
side. And the side 10.
That fire team will maybe outscore Sally, or maybe it won't. What's Yara's very cheap,
No.
though, isn't she? She's 25. The Killer Hack is about 20. It's 16 or something, isn't it?
All right.
Yeah, he's kind of made his life really difficult, actually, after that Fide died and the Shakush.
Yep. Like the Fide, like killing the Monstracker wasn't worth it. Like I think the Gazi should like just go.
Yeah, he should have sacrificed the Ghazi and protected
and
the
then the Fide should be personated.
Yeah.
But like
I think
can be...
Papu has about 76 points in his link.
The 3-man.
Oh yeah, the body is not in link.
No, that's the thing.
Yeah. So 3-man link would have.
He's trying to get classifieds here, isn't he?
50.
As well.
1 point.
Lobo, from being so behind, plays such a tight game because now we're looking at this and we're saying, actually, you know what? He could easily win this. Easily.
Yeah, now the thing is like the second turn, like what we discussed about the players being very like safe on what they do. It's also like making those plays very inefficient, and that also made this Shakush stay there. Like there is not really many places he could go, but he could maybe end like behind this building next to the Camille, like in front of the Camille. That would have been much safer from different angles.
Yeah.
Or even like under the arcades as like in front. I think that would be much worse.
So it's at the end of the game, I get 1, 2, and 3. That's right.
So I have a lot of those games where I like play too safely for a second, and then I realized I just lost my initiative.
I think letting that Fide die there was just... It was rough. Yeah. It was really rough. Like
it was like he was perfectly safe next to the moderator, and all he achieved was kill a flash push bot, which was important, but it was only protecting the Ghazi from flash push. So if the Ghazi just ran there, eat a koala, place a chain rifle, eats a flash push and the koala, then the stage is set. Like sure, the Moran might have died or lived. And then this Shakush could like just shoot the transductor.
Yeah.
And just get flash as a process, and that's it. Maybe.
I don't think there's any arrows.
But the Fide, like I don't like he should be like sitting there, like trying to outscore the.
Yeah, because like you said,
like
like you need to be thinking about the final turn, right? And in the final turn, you're saying, you know, where are my points? In which quadrants are my points in?
Yeah, and the Fide is like 27. That was the -1.
Yeah, that's right. It's 27.
It killed like 7 and failed to kill like the 12.
Yeah.
For the Monstracker. So like, and all those exchanges were like, all right, but a lot of orders spent to do very little.
Yeah.
And I can only wonder, like, I wouldn't like Shakush to engage Salamander, but the smoke was great there. But then the Shakush could have maybe went somewhere and just be safe.
Yeah.
Or engage safe targets.
Actually, you know what?
Well, we'll never know.
So I think Lobo will definitely hold his own zone, and Papu will do the same with his own zone. So it's all about the middle zone.
It is.
Get control of that.
It is.
So Sally will have to go there.
So there are 2 Morans there.
2 Morans are there. Ghazi is currently there. Papu can get his link there, depending on where Lobo's models are. Camille could possibly get there.
The problem is Papu right now is not even holding his close zone.
No.
Maybe the far zone, yeah. That's it.
This far zone here, yeah.
Because the base don't fit. Doesn't fit.
I think Farzan is still probably inside Papu's own zone, but he can just move and come out of the midfield easily. But it's still 1 order.
If
but then
how many points does Lobo get into the middle with the Salamandra? What is it? 82 plus 2 Morans?
Salamandra is 72, Moran's 17.
Okay, so that's 89 plus another 17 is what, 106?
There's also a Sonbot now there.
109. A third of his list is in the middle if he moves that Salamandra. I don't think Papu has enough points to physically outscore that, as far as I'm aware.
I mean, the link is about 50 points.
Yeah.
Farzan is
23 or something, yeah.
And then there's the missile bot.
Yeah.
16.
But it's hard to move the missile bot
rough.
anywhere because the koalas are in the way. The Ghazi could possibly kill the Moran.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, he can use that impetuous order to kill the Moran.
Oh, I wonder if the Farzan just shoots at the Moran.
He smacks the
no, he'd
Ghazi
be
with
-9.
Salamander in melee with burst 2.
That's the short skill. That's my first short skill. Any arrows?
Oh, the Ghazi might dodge.
That, you're right.
Ghazi could zone of control dodge here.
So this was an order. Did you flip it?
Yeah, I did. This,
Okay.
I have this irregular, which is the Morlock. And
Yeah. Okay.
This turn feels a bit
No error.
frenzied. Do you know what I mean? Like quite quick and a bit just slightly sloppy, like missing the impetuous on the Morlock in particular. Things like that. But I think the thing is Lobo can sense the victory.
Yeah.
I think that's what's doing it. Like Lobo knows that he's played a really difficult game and like he's very close to winning actually, and that might be why he's kind of played a little bit looser here.
This is rough. Well, you're like just too far for a few things.
Yeah.
It would be interesting if he put the Salamander into CC so that it just like couldn't be shot. Because then both the Moran and the Salamander are basically just not targets that can't do anything.
There are no threats really versus the Salamander, and
no, not really.
And he wants it to be arrowing because there are like basically it's the top alpha predator right now on the table, and
yeah, I understand, but equally, I think Lobo's just got more points than him, like straight up.
Yeah,
like it is just what the only way he loses this is if I don't know. Somehow a Moran or 2 dies or something. Somehow. I'm not sure how.
No,
I think Sally needs to cover the Camille baggage bot so that it cannot climb down and move into the zone. But that should be pretty easy. If the Zali just comes next to Ghazi or somewhere there. Because the Camille will be 28 points in the zone.
Yeah. Still quite inefficient though, because they're 4/4 movers, the Camille.
What if the Ghazi dodges out and then Breaker pistols Sally and then deals 2 wounds?
BTS 9.
And then survives the flamethrower and then spends another order and kills her because like Breaker is still like the best weapon that they have versus BTS 9.
Well, in which case they like Papu deserves the win. He deserves the win.
Then I can flip the table, maybe.
You could ask to flip the table.
We would let Lobo flip the table if that happens.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, getting the Morlock up into the middle zone as well, most likely. And
yeah,
might be in the close one. Maybe.
It's already there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He just climbed it down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's there. Yeah, she's covering like the approach of the link team.
Yeah.
The base is slightly clipping the wall.
Yeah, but I think what he's saying is like he wants to make sure that Camille. I don't know that he can see it. I don't think he can see it. No.
No,
I'm not sure.
Meaning is that I'm not sure if it's legal placement, but it's only slightly clipping it.
I think that's turn.
Yep.
That's turn. All right, so we need to see what Papu is going to do here. He does have lots of orders, of course, but he doesn't have a lot of points.
I think the most obvious is the impetuous order for Ghazi and try to kill the Moran.
Use the impetuous to kill the Moran. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the Fide survived, the Salamander couldn't have been in the middle. Right now he can move like maybe the Farzan into the far zone, but there is like that reaction zone.
The Farzan into the far zone.
Yeah, the first. Yeah, but he needs to put something else there because the reaction zone is more points by like 1 or 2 points, and I think the Monstrucker might be. It's tough.
No, Monstrucker's in the close
I think
zone.
the Monstrucker and Vertigo might be in the close zone, so there is
Yeah.
no way to outscore the close zone.
He can't take the close zone because this is like 50 points or something.
Yeah. Imagine if the FIDE was alive.
Well, exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Imagine if the FIDE was alive and could like
just
shoot the
be there.
Monstrucker or just be there or do something or just like.
So they failed again.
They failed to CC.
Yeah, irregular.
I failed.
Yeah.
The Gazi now dies.
Gazi's gonna die.
Gazi's dogged though.
Yeah, it still dies at the end of the game though.
Like, that's still 5 points.
Oh, yes.
And he has no
Yeah.
command attacks.
So
I think Lobo has 115 points in the middle.
I think Lobo's maybe just won the game. I think. Maybe Yara kills the Salamandra. That like maybe.
That would be really unlikely.
I just.
How
How
many
come the
points
Gazi
can-
didn't die? Isn't the Gazi supposed to be dead?
So you didn't have
It's dogged.
Oh sure, okay.
You were taller.
How many points can Papu realistically get the midfield? Farzan is 23.
Yeah.
The Link is currently something like 51.
Yeah, but the problem is Salamander looks like through those 2 gates on the Link team movement and looks like at the lieutenant if he stands up. And
But he can just throw smoke to block Sally with the NCO.
Yes, but he has 4 orders, and then that's 1. And then he has to spend them moving. So realistically, the lieutenant is out there, so he's putting 40 points there with Yara and NCO.
Yeah.
So that's 63 with the Farzan, and that's about it.
This is really rough.
Yeah.
And also, Papu needs to leave something on his own zone.
Yeah, he does.
I think,
And he only has 4 orders, right? And the only way he can do anything is by killing something. He has to kill something.
Yeah.
That's
the only way to play the area control missions by going first. You have to the last turn you have to place multiple guys looking at the table.
Yeah.
And just
yeah.
face tank it.
This guy is not in.
And obviously Lobo's in an amazing position to do that because the Salamandra stayed unharmed throughout the entire game. I'm seriously impressed with this game though, actually, to be honest, because Lobo was in a really rough spot, right? He was in a very rough spot.
Yeah, I think Papu is counting the models, and I heard this guy is not in, and it was clicked on the reaction zone. But if you look at the antenna, the reaction zone is clearly on the far side of the antenna.
Yeah, it's
so
in, right.
He would be in, yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter because there's no way Papu can get anyone.
Yeah.
If there was
Lobo's zone.
if there was no reaction zone, then the only models are Monstrucker and the Vertigo. So getting 2 models there might do it.
But getting Farzan there could do it.
Farzan, yes, but there are still some.
Yeah.
Because that's
something else
16,
besides
that's
Farzan.
28, so or 27. So that's still the Farzan and something.
Yeah.
That's the difficult part.
He can't take this Farzan. He can't.
Yeah, and the missile bot, the missile bot could just scoot the side because nobody's there.
You mean move the missile bot up slightly to hold the back zone?
Just go all the way across to the enemy zone.
No. Well, I guess if that's the play you have to do, that's the play you have to do.
But there is a zone bot who can just dodge.
He actually can't get through here because his base won't fit.
Yeah.
So he can't actually do that.
Yes. Well, let's try this first because there's nothing.
It's always really interesting, I guess, because we've talked out all of the different plays and we've kind of come to this conclusion. Now I'm really curious to see what he actually decides to do.
Okay, so Farzan is moving.
Maybe he goes for
3.5.
Fort Observe and Missile.
maybe, but it's very inefficient in like.
It is, but if he is already like sitting in the zone. No, it's very inefficient.
I can't see him. Oh, actually.
You can see him,
Wait, where were you?
right?
Yes, I would delay with the tag.
Oh.
Okay.
Keep going. Okay.
Another order.
I think he thinks that like these guys aren't in the zone, so he's going to outscore with a fudge on.
Let's do it.
I think that's his thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I
5.
will have to find out if it's true, but I don't think it's true.
Yeah, the
I don't
middle
think
is
it's
like
true.
like on next to these like crates, so 4 inches. Yeah, I think they are in the zone.
I'm pretty sure they're in the zone.
Yeah.
If
It doesn't really matter where.
I think
First time
this
it's already
fudge
in
on
the
can't
zone.
do it. Also, the other thing is, Vertigo's 16, right? And the Monstrucker's 12. That's 28. So they on their
Yeah.
own outscore a fudge on. Like those two outscore a fudge on. I guess
So he's gonna go.
he might not
towards the
know,
and
but-
like there.
Decharge.
Okay.
oh, he's just getting classified. Okay, sure.
Demolition.
Yeah. I'll put a.
Oh, you know what we're forgetting? Intelcom. We're forgetting Intelcom.
Implementar, más pena short skill and succeed
True.
overall. So
But still, like he's not out. Yeah, he might be outweighing the reaction.
I don't.
But-
yeah.
Not
yeah,
all
he
of them.
wasn't full inside, 'cause I deployed-
They're checking whether this is a legal target, and it is. Yeah.
yeah,
It also
Without
shows
it,
us
it's
where
very
the models
beneficial
are.
for me.
Yes, it does. It does.
But he doesn't need to roll for that.
So I scored that.
I think it's a whip roll.
Oh, he's doing another
Oh.
classified.
No, that wasn't the decharge, right?
It's a mapping what he's
Mapping,
doing.
yeah.
Yeah, decharges would be just
Let's see.
inside the enemy's half of
I'm
the
gonna spend an order.
table.
Yep.
Like I don't think I have to care about that.
He needs to score. He's close zoned for 1 point, maybe.
Yeah,
There's nobody there.
that he can do easily.
The question is, will you see me?
Salamandra's a
This
problem.
door? Do you see me?
Like, yeah.
Oh, you see me.
Yes.
I think he's just figuring out like the extent of like how bad this is for him.
Oof. That
This
makes
fire
it
team is
a lot more
pinned.
complicated.
It has like one route it can go. It has to go
Oh,
around. It can't do anything else.
But not if I go this way.
Yeah, but he can go like there and stop.
I'll spin an order.
Yeah, Yara Haddad can go there.
This for it. We'll go
They
4
see like
and
Why buried?
see
No,
like
others is there.
0.5.
there's a Moran here.
Yeah, I'm in.
Oh, he wants to clear the other koala. He just goes.
What is this
Just goes again.
one? So what I'll
Just
do
goes.
is,
Go again.
Any reactions from your big tank guy?
Well, he'll shoot you.
Okay, so
He goes again. Yeah, face tank two koalas.
Yeah, he does.
I'll move. So it will trigger both.
Yes. Can you get rid of the pandas? 'Cause I-
Yes. Hold on.
Yeah, so he just cleared the way for Yara to be on the
Trying, but it's
like
hard.
sneaking next to the salamander, just to
Okay, wait.
score the close zone, I guess.
With the number 3. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
So 2 saves.
he has enough orders to just try to get lucky and shoot at Sally.
I think he just tanked both of the. Yeah, he just tanked both of the things. Although he gets hit by the Salamandra. It's double action, damage 16, so he dies to that.
There, almost. Almost.
Almost.
Damage 15 or 16 or something.
Then he wouldn't need to spend any more dollars, so that would be fine.
Ah, nearly got it.
You see me if I get in, but not through the door, right? Or do you also see through the door? Oh, Yeah, I feel like you do.
Games can change quickly.
We'll have to do it.
They really can.
I'm gonna stand order on the NCO. And
Move Yara and the
both
guy.
of them are going to jump.
Oh,
This I will go.
you just take the shot. That's.
Sally C.
I don't really agree with that. I would just move like just the Yara and NCO and don't care about the lieutenant.
Yeah.
But
Well, they have to jump like this. They can. It's just a straight line. So.
yeah.
Hooray! Jumping.
Good there.
This has been quite a long game,
Seeing.
hasn't it? It's been
I
long.
think Sally probably would see the lieutenant.
Yeah, I think he
I
can.
don't know.
So I guess we can make it like a parabola. Like pop.
Because don't you have to jump? I don't know enough about the jumping. Do you have to jump over this balcony?
Yeah, you do, technically.
Yeah.
You do.
Because you have to go.
He has to go up and over.
I think you have to just jump straight down. Because your base is an inch, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's all right. That's not the important part. Okay. So, yeah. I'll write down the order.
I think he didn't take the Salamandra's ARO. I guess he's saying that it doesn't
The NCO order now.
have
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, probably Lobo didn't notice as Sally would see the lieutenant.
Wait, do me a favor. Put him back where he was here.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, he's saying put him back.
The Salamandra sees you.
The Salamandra sees, right?
Well, no, it was actually here because I just checked that before.
I think it still sees.
I was right in the corner.
Ooh, yeah.
Because it also comes forward with the jump, so
He would get closer with the jump, right?
I realized you were moved over. I thought, okay.
Is he rolling it or
How do we do this?
maybe not? I don't know.
Impossible, but hey, let's try.
Maybe they're taking it as like a missed ARO or something.
It's gonna go fast. So just tell me if you see me.
I do.
Okay, then. Like that.
I think he's going for the kill the Salamandra play. So it's burst for Yara on like 13s versus burst whatever 1 on the Salamandra on I don't know what the close range is.
That's the big play.
Yeah.
Okay. So stand in order.
But not only does he have to kill the Salamandra, he then has to get into the zone. Like,
Sorry, it's difficult. So, I will just make it up to there.
because if he kills the Salamandra and stays where he is, he still loses.
I'm an idiot.
Why?
Because when this guy jumps, right?
Yeah.
I can't see him here, but I can see him as he comes out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Oh well. Yeah, I wonder if they'll backtrack for that or keep playing.
I guess I can just jump there.
No, the problem because you have to come. I mean, it's too late. It's too late. It's fine.
Alright.
Trying to calculate jumps in this game is a nightmare.
Yara.
Yes. I'm moving
So basically Yara would need to kill Salamandra and also get in the middle.
Yeah. I think at some point he actually needs to just run them out, like into the open. Even if the Salamandra's still alive. It's the only way. Like, he's got what, 2
he has
orders?
1 order left, so he can shoot him once now, and then he has to.
Yeah.
The next order, he just has to run to the middle and shoot Sally again.
Exactly. Yeah, he has to like stay here and shoot, and then move and shoot, and that's it.
But it's
but
gonna
even,
be
like,
enough.
Okay, I'll shoot you.
Run a guy
Because-
like from the back.
So that'll be 0 range. I'll shoot 4 shots.
He's missed. Okay.
Shots, and I'm on.
+3,
yeah, 13s.
Come on, Yara. I guess like she could hit 3 times like that. Salamandra's armor is 7 right now. She,
Nothing
like, it's
at
just
all.
completely fine. Completely fine. And
Yeah,
with that, it's most likely game. Most likely.
yeah, that's the problem with AP marksman rifles, that they're still damage 13.
Yeah.
So
So
it's really hard to take down a tag when it's in cover.
even with Sally's armor of reduced down to 7 in total.
Yeah, it's still 7 is enough to save.
Yeah, 7 is enough to save. Yeah.
So there is only 30% chance to take a wound per 1 dice roll.
Yeah, I think that's game.
I mean,
does he try again?
yeah, it's still worth trying.
To lose.
Yeah, he could.
There's no reason to not make this.
He already scores his close zones. There are other guys there.
But it's still not gonna be enough. I think he can get 40 points in the middle. It's still not enough, even if he kills Sally.
Yeah.
It's not enough points, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what I can do is I can dominate my zone. The problem is that there's no way.
But yeah, there's the Intelcom as well.
There is the Intelcom, but
yeah, currently he just with the last order, I think he has to just do a Hail Mary and run with his link forward and shoot at Sally.
I can't see another way of like.
Okay.
Yeah, this last Gulam lieutenant here will be then controlling his own zone.
Well, fuck it.
Yeah, there you go. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has to.
Or this guy is just gonna go there without being seen.
Yeah, because he's not going into the middle zone, so he's the safe guy. Yeah. But still, even Yara is not controlling.
She's probably not in the middle, I guess. Or maybe she is, I'm not sure.
Template.
You can just heavy flamethrower, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a shot from here.
I mean, it's 4 hits.
Yeah, but like
still, like, it's gonna be very unlucky to die.
Ooh, 2 wounds.
It takes 2 wounds. That's the last order of the game.
Yeah, if it was the previous order, then yeah.
Yara dies as well. That's the problem. Yeah, there you go.
Yara burned.
No, I couldn't make it.
He couldn't make it in.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's game, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so you've got 1, 2 points, 3, and I've got 1, 2, 3.
I also secure HVT.
He's securing HVT.
That was my mistake, but I had to. I was thinking. You see, I really regret because if I had this command token available, I would have moved my guy. You know, that was the plan. Move this guy over like here-ish. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
Sorry for Intelcom. I'm gonna use my Intelcom in my zone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he declares Intelcom for there. 17 points. And all 3 of them are in.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, so he has both.
I think the main problem was that I mean, in order to win the game or just to draw it.
So, what is the final score, folks?
It's
Papu has
5, 6, 7 for 7 for Lobo.
Yeah.
And 3 for Papu.
7-3. All right. Well, with that said, I think I'll just go to the post-game screen and we can just have a quick chat about the game, what you thought, if that's all right.
Yep.
Yeah, we can join you there.
Yep. So, on the post-game screen now, just having a think about the game. Like, what do you think the kind of major like misplays were in this game?
I think the FIDE play in the second turn.
Yeah.
The first one was perfect, like it was high risk, but also high reward, and it connected. And in the second turn, I think like it was just too little.
Yeah.
2 kg, like this Gazi. I know why he did it for the Gazi, but the Gazi still didn't achieve anything.
Yeah.
It was just keeping the Gazi safe. Like the same could be done with like throwing a smoke and then going YOLO at the Moran.
Yeah.
And like make it or break it. He will just either survive or not, and like the situation will be clear, and there will be more orders to spend on other stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So a bit too conservative in that second turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also not
what do you think,
conservative
Panda?
enough. Like, I think Shakus was still too vulnerable where he was at the end of Papu's turn 2.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like he spent all those orders on the Fide, and he could have like repositioned the Shakush like behind this like building, like in front of the Camille.
Yeah,
that would have been pretty safe position. Like the Salamander could still like run like all the way to on the right flank, to look at it from all the way across. So
yeah,
it would still have been difficult.
So I guess it was like being conservative with the Ghazi and not conservative with the Fide was like a major problem, because he ended up
like he spent all those orders protecting the Ghazi. That was 5 points,
then
through the 27-point Fide.
Yeah,
and also this all like created like this problem for the Shakush that he didn't have any orders to reposition.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, unless there's anything else you folks would like to add, I suppose we're done here with this game. So anything else, or are you good?
I'm fine.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I think Lobo played really well and survived well the.
He did.
Yeah, the first turn that.
Congratulations.
I think.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks for watching, everyone. That's an IGL final, and Nomads win. Well done, Lobo.